Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. Your breaker for tonight's show,
Oh my God,
likes long walks on the beach, candlelight dinners in his Patrick Mahomes jersey,
none are better than this one, the best quarterback in the world,
Oh, there he
Patrick
is.
Mahomes.
and staring at the messy posters over his bed, it's Kamen Entchev.
Hello and welcome to Ultimate Autographs. Kamen Entchev here with Robbie Lopez. Ready for an awesome show tonight. Got some heat in the break room. Looking at some really good headliner ratios right now. 6 boxes left to mix it up. 4 headliners left in that series. Mini helmets. Got a Aston Genty. Never had that in the break room. Minis are hot in the room. 7 headliners left in that series. Practice squad is loaded. Vault. We have 1 flex left in 4 boxes. We pulled the Puka Nakua flex. Brand new Vault series dropping tonight. Not to mention in that all Speed Flex series, 9 boxes, 9 Speed Flexes, some awesome names left in there, like the Jamar Chase, like the Calvin Johnson. Cannot wait to get started, Robbie. How are you doing on this manic Monday night in the break room?
Doing great, doing great. Glad to be back here after a good weekend of relaxing.
Good. You got to relax a little bit. I relaxed as well. Good to have you back in the room, Robbie. We'll get the show started. I'm making the Mix It Up, the automatic chase wheel spin. We get that series closed up. We bring in a brand new series with brand new headliners in the room. 6 boxes left. We're actually about halfway there in the single and double. So definitely think I'm going to have that Mix It Up for the chase wheel spin tonight. Usually when we add a series as the automatic chase wheel spin, Robbie, it's usually one of the high-end expensive breaks, but we're going with a medium to low break. But a lot of great items in that Mix It Up. Paul Pierce, Allen Iverson, Raleigh Fingers, Gary Sheffield, 4 headliners and 6 boxes. We do have our dice roll to do, though. What do you think for the dice roll? What are you thinking? Dice roll, 6 or higher. What do you think is going to be the number, Robbie?
Score 11.
11? All right, I'm going to go 10 then. I'll go 10 on the dice roll. We got 4 and a 2, 6, 6. 6 is the least it could be. 6 clicks on the dice roll for our program tonight. No pre-fills. That jersey break was the last show. So I'll take you guys on a tour of the break page. A good old-fashioned top-to-bottom rundown of what we got going on here at Ultimate Autographs. We'll start with those minis, which has been kind of the hot series in the room all day today. The old minis had good ratios. New minis, well, how about a new name in the break room? Aston Genty, the first overall running back taken in last year's draft class, for the first time ever getting that autograph in the room. That is big time on that clean, literally, you know, and it's not a flash as a standard helmet, but that looks flashy. That looks sharp, the Aston Genty. We do have ourselves still available Dan Marino. on that Salute to Service mini with that teal ink. One of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Brian Thomas Jr. Rave, DJ Moore on the Bear Flash, and we have Michael Irvin on that retro Cowboy mini. So a lot of good receivers in this series. And then we got Jordan Addison, Zay Flowers, secondary headliners. Obviously, Addison could pair with DJ Moore in the NFC North double up. Get your spots, guys. Let's knock out those minis. The hot break all day today so far. 4 to go in that 6th mini double. Vault break. Usually when we start a series, there's 30 boxes and 5 speed flexes, Robbie. 1 in 6 chance at a speed flex. Right now, it's a 1 in 4 chance at a speed flex. 4 boxes left. Puka Nacua speed flex. A guy that's pushing to be a top 5 receiver in the league. Beautiful flex. The Rams standard. My favorite looking helmet of the game. Plus, we got a vault key left with a bonus gift card as well in this series. So let's get that Puka. I'll cut the customers a deal, Robbie. We pull the Puka Nacua, whether that's in the single or double. We'll go ahead and drop a brand new vault series with brand new headliners as soon as we pull that Puka flex. Practice squad. This is a pretty good series, fairly new. 19 boxes left, 11 headliners left total, 8 of which are photoed. We have a pretty rare autograph in the break room. That Len Dawson Chief jersey looks super duper clean. We got the Rave George Kittle mini, one of the best receivers or tight ends in the game, excuse me. He does catch a lot of catches for sure, George Kittle. Frank Gore Speed Flex, that black Colt Flex, NFL's all-time, 3rd all-time leading rusher, the great Frank Gore. Donald Driver Speed Flex, terrific receiver for many years with the Packers. A pretty rare autograph in the room as well, Donald Driver. Drake London, top 5 in receiving yards last year. Could be a top 5 receiver for years to come on that Salute to Service Speed Flex. We got the GOAT defensive player, a must-have in any PC. Lawrence Taylor on the Funko. Devontae Adams, one of the best receivers in the game on that Clean Ram Authentic. And then Dwight Freeney, that Salute to Service, one of the best pass rushers ever. My boy Joe Theismann, secondary headliner. You can pair that with, by the way, Lawrence Taylor. How ironic. We have Rod Woodson, Dan Fouts, 2 Hall of Famers. One of the best defensive guys ever, Rod Woodson. One of the best quarterbacks ever, Dan Fouts. 11 headliners and 19 boxes in that practice squad. Speed flex break. We're down to 9 left. We have 4 total headliners. Jamar Chase on that Bengals speed flex. The Triple Crown winner from this last season, Jamar Chase. A very hot name in memorabilia right now. Then we have Megatron, a pretty rare autograph in this business. One of the best receivers ever. The single season receiving yard record holder. We have a pair of secondary headliners. Trey McBride, one of the best tight ends in the game. And then AJ Green, which is probably a Bengal lid. Bengal fans, you can get the AJ Green and the Jamar Chase in the AFC North double up. If it is a Cardinal helmet, then that could pair with Trey McBride in the NFC West spot. All flexes, guys. Got to be a big name to get on a speed flex. The best of the best. Diamonds, we're down to just 10 boxes left. We're looking at 3 total headliners. Number 2 in receiving touchdowns last year. Scary Terry McLaurin on the Lunar Authentic. Then we have that chrome Kurt Warner speed flex. The blue with the yellow face mask, the yellow visor. 2-time league MVP. Love the chromes. Very expensive helmets. That Kurt Warner lid is fire. Ram Nation, you can pair that up with the Jared Verse, the defensive rookie of the year last year in the Diamond Double. We have the Mix It Up, which I mentioned is the chase for the show today. 6 boxes left in Mix It Up, Robbie. 4 headliners left. Paul Pierce, basketball, the truth. He's on the TV networks these days. One of the best Celtics ever, 2nd all-time in Boston points scored. That's crazy because all the great Celtic players, Paul Pierce is 2nd all-time in career points, a finals MVP. And we have Allen Iverson, speaking of points, one of the best scorers in basketball history, multiple scoring titles, an MVP, one of the best athletes ever, Allen Iverson. And then we have the best mustache ever, Raleigh Fingers, and one of the best pure hitters, both for power on average, Gary Sheffield. 4 headliners and 6 boxes in the Mix It Up. Diamond single, 3 spots to go, guys. $103 for that Warner Flex is a steal jersey break. We're looking at 23 jerseys left. Still got a bunch of headliners left. Sean Alexander, second most rushing touchdowns ever in a season. Ty Law in that retro Patriot jersey, one of the best corners ever. Warren Moon, my boy, on that blue Oiler jersey, very clean for Warren Moon. We have the Emmitt Smith jersey, NFL's all-time leading rusher. Warren Sapp, one of the best D tackles, and Nico Collins, one of the best receivers in the NFL today in the offsides jerseys. We do have personals up as well, guys. You can purchase the mini helmets as personals, the jerseys as personals. We have NFL replica helmets, a guaranteed win. If you purchase this box, could still get actually 7 headliners and 12 boxes. 4 of those are photoed. Hines Ward, the iconic Steeler receiver. Josh Jacobs, one of the best backs in the league today. Ricky Williams with that famous smoke weed everyday inscription. Brian Urlacher, one of the best Chicago Bears around these parts. And then we have 3 secondary headliners, Chase Brown, Steve Largent, Thurman Thomas. And we do have, of course, the headliner package, 1 mini, 1 jersey, 1 rep, 1 authentic, 4 headliner names in this series that you can snag for about $19.50 in this awesome break. So keep it rolling, guys. Let's get some orders in. We do have the Signature Club, of course. Make sure you join the SIG Club. The more free stuff you get, by every order, every time you sign up for something, you get points, etc. I'll drop our live break page link for you folks. In the meantime, Robbie, you've kind of just settled in here. If you could pick out a couple items that stick out to you, what do you most want to see in the break room right now? What's got your eyes going all ooh ah as far as the hits in the break room right now?
Very, very thin. But let's go to the Speed Flex. I would say the Jamar Chase.
Jamar
Calvin
Chase.
Johnson, Megatron. Maybe head over to the practice squad. There's some Speed Flexes in there. Yeah.
Well, I agree.
Maybe wrap up that Vault series.
Well, I was going to say, so it's a really good break if you like receivers in that Speed Flex. Megatron, Calvin Johnson, 2 of the best ever. Then, of course, I mean, I think the Vault, you get a guaranteed, if you get the NFC West, you get a Puka Nacua Speed Flex in the final 4 boxes. Those are really good options. I would low-key, you don't see me say this often, but I like the minis right now. Ashton Genty, haven't seen that in the break room before. And, of course, you look at Dan Marino, which is as good as it gets as far as a mini photo headliner. You did bring up the practice squad, Robbie. There's 3 Speed Flexes in there. Love these names. Frank Gore on a Colt, which is different. Donald Driver, rare auto in the room. Then Drake London, one of the best receivers in the game. You know, Speed Flex helmets alone worth about $700. You had the autographs on there. Get them for around $50 in that practice squad single. That is robbery. I do personally, because I love Kurt Warner, I love the chromes. I do love that Kurt Warner chrome and the diamonds. We got 3 spots to go in there. This Kurt Warner chrome flex, this thing is very, very clean. Adam also wants to see the Warner. Yeah, this is good, Adam. This is one you don't want to sleep on, Mr. Kurt Warner. Such a terrific Speed Flex. That's the Gates, actually. Let me pull back the Warner here. The Gates was clean, too, though. Here's the Kurt Warner. That darker blue with that silver stripe. That helmet is absolutely awesome, Kurt Warner. One of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. An absolute icon in Rams history. I love that Warner, Adam.
So, 1 to go in that diamond single.
1 to go. So don't you worry, Adam. You'll be seeing this slid very soon.
Why is it 2 to go? I'm sorry,
2 to go.
2 to go.
The question is, who's going to be taking it home? Because we know this is coming up, but who's going to be taking home this awesome Kurt Warner Chrome Speed Flex 2-tone on the Warner? Minis are 2 to go, so I'll drop that link in. Mini double, 2 spots to go. Here you guys go. 1 second. Mini double, 2 spots left. I'll drop the diamond single in. These are the breaks that we know for sure are happening here shortly. A good start when it comes to these breaks here. The diamond and the minis. Diamond single, 2 to go. And I think the mix it up is close too. Let me drop, let's see. Mix it up double is 4 to go. So the 11th mix it up double, just 4 spots left. Here's that one. Mix it up double, 4 spots left. So these 3 breaks, Robbie, are awesome ones to start. We know these will happen. It's obviously only 6:16. We go till about 9:30 at the minimum. Could be 10, could be 11, could be 12. But if the break is 4 to go or less this early in the show, it's going to happen, and it's going to happen very, very soon here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. So let's mix it up. Let's get the diamonds done. Let's get the minis done. So Ashton Genty. I love getting a new name in the break room, Robbie. Ashton Genty for the Raiders. Very, very talented running back. The first overall running back taken in this last year's draft, out of Boise State. He'll definitely have to go up against the best people right off the bat. But I like Ashton Genty. I like what he brings to the table. I definitely cannot wait to see who snags that mini helmet here today. Raider Nation. And I got to say, Bengal fans, one of the hot names right now, Jamar Chase, and we have a lot of Lion fans in the room, Robbie. A lot of Lion fans. Calvin Johnson, Speed Flex. That's one that doesn't sign often. Calvin Johnson, Robbie, you want to take advantage at a Calvin Johnson Speed Flex.
Wanted to go in those minis. Nathan West. Our good old Nathan West.
I saw the video today, Westy.
Nathan, we saw the video. That was a very good video.
My job security is in question. Joe Aguilar quote said, hire him. Westy did a great job of doing his mock break.
That was awesome.
That was fun, which, by the way, reminds me, I think the sheet is gone, but we do have a submission all month long. If you email yourself unboxing a box at marketing@ultimateautographs.com. I believe there's the grand prize. I think it was $250, Robbie, but I think second place was $100 and third place was $50. So go ahead and open a box up, do your live reaction, and the top three choices we make get a gift card here in the break room.
And there's our closer, Mr. Eric Zaffron.
What's BBT? I'm confused what Bob means. It's not BBT. What does that mean?
Gets the hell. Oh, Blue Polo.
Blue Polo Tuesday. I brought it out today for luck here, Bob. See, Bob's a longtime customer. He knows I wear this polo usually on Tuesday. It's also a lucky polo, Robbie. So I thought I'd bring the Monday show some luck today. And that was my thought process there, Bob. I like that. BBT, Blue Polo Tuesday. Haha, I did call you out, Peter Griffin. Yeah, you more like a shout out, a positive thing. I appreciate you doing that, my man. And that was super kind of you, Westy. Do appreciate you doing that, brother. Minis are closed. You're correct. Eric Michael, Robert Albrecht, Vincent Franz, Robert, Joseph Lake, Nathan West, and Eric Zaffron, which is Eric Michael in that mini break. Mini double number 6. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers. Show me the mini, Robbie. Show me the mini here tonight, guys. Show us your minis. Looking forward to what's going to be undoubtedly an awesome, awesome program tonight in the break room. Let's do this, he says. 2 to go in that
single diamond, folks. 2 to go in that single diamond.
Single and ready to mingle.
That is about to close up here soon. What are we looking at? Nothing yet right now.
Yeah, it's going to happen. I'm waiting on 30 seconds, guys. I'll give you 30 seconds on box numbers. Otherwise, we'll go to the wheel. That's the question. $52 question. Box 8 Mamba and Peter Griffin favorite number. So Westy has 8. He called that first. Eric called 4 and 22nd. So actually, Eric, you could have 4 or 20, brother. Which one would you like? 4 or 20, my man?
4 and 8.
Well, he said he called 4 and 20, so 8 for sure.
Yeah.
And then either 4 or 20, you can have your pick of those. 4? Actually, there's no 20 on the ticker. No 20. So, Robbie, it's going to be 4 and 8.
4 and 8?
Yeah, so I don't see 20 on the ticker anywhere.
Is it on the thing?
On which thing?
On the ticker.
It's not on the ticker.
Oh, it's not on the ticker.
Yeah, so we'll do 4 and 8. You don't have 20 by some off chance, do you?
Yeah,
it's not on the ticker, though. 20 is not on the ticker. So he says 4 is cool. 4 is good. 4 is coming up. 4 is coming up here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. Good luck, guys. Single back mini. Good luck, ladies and gents. Obviously, Ashton Genty, Dan Marino, two of the big ones in here. I'm looking at that mini break, though, Robbie. Haven't had DJ Moore recently. So there's some new names in that mini break. So we'll go 6 times. That was the dice roll. 6 times for our clicks. 4, 5, and 6. All right, Vincent Franz up top. Vincent has the NFC North. Right below is Robert Elbricht in the NFC South. Joseph Lake has the NFC East. Nathan West, NFC West. Vincent Franz, AFC North. Eric Zaffer in AFC South. Robert Elbricht, AFC East. And Joseph Lake. Joseph, you got that Genty spot, AFC West. Robert has that Marino spot in the AFC East. Those are probably the 2 most coveted minis in this series, but there's big names across the board, no doubt. We'll start with the headliner. We have one of the best receivers ever, Hall of Famer Michael Irvin. Joseph Lake, NFC East. We have the former All-Pro receiver, a 3-time Super Bowl champion, just under 12,000 yards receiving for his career. Led the league in receiving yards 1 time. You know, at this point, the greatest Dallas Cowboy receiver ever. We'll see what CeeDee Lamb has to say about that. But Michael Irvin, an absolute icon. Great start there, Joseph Lake, on your Irvin mini. All right. Joseph. Already got 1 headliner down. Now he's looking for perhaps the Ashton Genty next. I'm kind of excited to have a new name in the room. Ashton Genty, Robbie.
Oh, yeah.
It's always good getting these young guys in the room, and he is among the biggest names, if not the biggest name, out of this rookie class. Obviously, you know, offense steals the attention. Abdul Carter might be the best talent in the draft, but people like offense. You know, they like running backs, quarterbacks. Ashton Genty, a massive name in this mini-series. Well, Joseph is going to double up with something really cool, Robbie. This is a great surprise in here because this could easily be a photo headliner. One of the best coaches of all time, Michael Irvin's coach, Jimmy Johnson.
Ooh,
Super Bowl
nice.
champ with the Cowboys. Big-time coach at Miami as well. Awesome win right there. Joseph Lake, Jimmy Johnson, and Michael Irvin, brother. That is nicely done, Mr. Lake. How about it, dude? Jimmy Johnson did a great job on TV all these years at Fox as well. I love this hit on one of the best and most popular coaches, like really ever, Jimmy Johnson. So, live break 8 in which one, Cody Allen? We have multiple live break 8s, multiple series. If you don't mind
I'm
dropping
assuming,
your order number.
Jersey.
Jersey, Cody Allen. Who did win live break 8? That was the last Jersey break, I believe, was
give me
the
1 sec.
last break of the previous show, probably. Very nice on the Jimmy Johnson there, Joseph. Doubling up. Because there was something checkmark green, but I'm guessing they didn't take it out, Robbie, unless it was like left for us to do. So double check that winner sheet. But Robbie will look into that here shortly. I think you're undoing stuff.
Yeah, I am.
So that changed the winners. Looks like it was Karen Reagan for 7.
Yeah, but
Why don't you look at the winner sheet, Robbie? Because right now we have a different thing up than what we were just
yeah,
doing.
but, all right, I'll let you go. I got you. Don't just.
Robbie will look at the winner sheet.
I got you. I got you.
Okay. Anyway, congratulations on those wins, Joseph Lake. Winning the 2 Cowboy minis. Not too shabby, Joseph. Not too shabby at all. Thinking the Diamonds are probably going to be next, guys. Thinking the Diamonds we are looking at potentially coming up next here in the break room. Our Diamond helmets. 2 spots to go. Who wants a Kurt Warner flex? Chrome Speed Flex, one of the best quarterbacks of all time. Actually, it's sold out, Robbie. Diamonds are sold out. So Diamond singles coming up. I'll put this in the chat. Diamond single number 7. Go ahead and drop me a box number, guys. Box number for the Diamonds. Who's got a boxy? Boxy. Adam with 26. Thank you, sir. We'll get 26 off the ticker on those Diamonds. the Saquon Barkley box. Thank you, thank you. And I can stretch my legs and get that while Robbie inputs this into our system. And we did single back already, so we know it's Joseph Lake. As long as you have it in the winner sheet, you're good.
No, I got him
Robbie.
in the winner sheet, yeah.
Perfect. 26, thank you, Adam.
Some reason, some. All right. Tom Kaz. Yeah, that's the guy in the practice squad. Where's you at? Practice squad. Single box right here. All right, there's Kaz right there. And then George Williamson is the one that closed it out.
Thank you, George.
And
My thought is, Robbie, with only 10 boxes left, we might see this Kurt Warner tonight. We could see him in the next box. Heck, Mr. Warner. But definitely thinking we'll see Kurt Warner very, very soon here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. Love Kurt Warner, one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time. In the meantime, I'm looking at Mix It Up is still 4 to go. That's the Chase wheel spin. Let's get that Mix It Up double done tonight as well, guys. Any Ram fans in the chat? Serious question, guys. If you're a Ram fan, let me know. Because your time to get Kurt Warner is now, man. If you're a Ram fan, you got to be in this diamond break, the Pigskin Diamonds. So we got EJ Matragano, Adam Hoffman. We got Eaton Beaver, Mark Lovelace, Joseph Lake, Tom Kozic, and George Williamson all in this break. Thank you, guys. We'll get you guys randomized here. And let's see if it's time for Kurt Warner in the break room. One of the greatest quarterbacks, one of the greatest stories ever. Kurt Warner, undrafted out of Northern Iowa. The guy went on to be a two-time league MVP and a Super Bowl champion. 6 clicks, we got George Williamson up top in the NFC North. Mark Lovelace in the NFC South. Adam Hoffman, NFC East, NFC West. You got the spot for that Warner, Adam. Good evening, Derek. What's going on, brother?
What's up, Derek?
Eaton Beaver, AFC North. Joseph Lake, AFC South. EJ Matragano, AFC East. And Tom Kozic in the AFC West. All authentics in the diamonds, of course, guys. Only big names in this series. Love our diamond lids. They always deliver. First diamond of the night. Oh, we got one of the most classic helmets in the game. The 49er lid. NFL's third all-time leading rusher. Adam's not getting Kurt Warner, but he is getting an awesome name and an awesome autographed helmet with that Beckett QR code. Frank Gore, Adam Hoffman. Let that sink in, Robbie. Only Emmitt Smith and Walter Payton have more career rushing yards than Frank Gore. That's some pretty good company
nice.
Mr. Gore is keeping. Very, very good company indeed. So maybe Adam got a hit this time. Maybe next time around he gets the headliner, the speed flex he wants. Definitely assuming he'll be right back in this diamond break. Looking for that Kurt Warner lid. I love that Chrome Ram. That Chrome Ram helmet is absolutely stunning. All right, I'll leave this one up to marinate. This is our hit of the show early tonight. Definitely a clean helmet to look at. A very, very classic San Fran 49er lid here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. Very, very clean on the Frank Gore. Just relaxing after work. There we go, Derek. No better place to relax than kicking back and watching the Ultimate Autographs live break room in action. Best place to relax here, UA. What do you guys think? What are we getting after? I think a lot of these breaks that say 6 to go, 4 to go, we get these down to 3 or less. They go pretty quickly. Mix it up double is 4 to go. You guys will see how this is kind of divided among teams, Robbie. So let's see. Celtics is the Paul Pierce left. We have Allen Iverson is the Sixers on the Funko. Let's see. Sixers are here. Raleigh Fingers, I think it's the Brewers. I was told we have a Raleigh Fingers MVP inscribed bat. And then we have Gary Sheffield, which I think Sheffield I think his tenor was the Marlins. So actually I think the Sheffield and the Paul Pierce could pair in the double box break, guys, in the mix setup if you want to get a little one spot, 2 items for just $88 in that Mix It Up double. Minis are the hottest break in the room right now. Minis are the hottest break right now. Ashton Genty is the big name we're chasing. Have not had Ashton Genty ever in the break room before. Then we have Dan Marino, of course, one of the best quarterbacks ever. 48 passing touchdowns back in 84. Talk about a man ahead of his time, Dan the Man Marino. Brian Thomas Jr. still in those minis. DJ Moore. A lot of young, talented receivers available in this series. Speaking of young, talented receivers, no better place to go to than the vault break. Normally, when we have a vault or a diamond, Robbie, it's a 30-box series with 5 speed flexes. 1 in 6 chance at a speed flex. The odds are better right now in this vault series. 1 in 4 chance because we got the Puka Nakua speed flex still out there. So a very, very clean Rams speed flex, Puka Nakua with Matthew Stafford. He's right in that, I call it the fight to be in the top 5 receivers. Because I think we have, Jamar Chase, who is the best receiver, along with Justin Jefferson in that speed flex series. Then I probably have, CeeDee Lamb and Tyreek Hill. Then that 5th spot is probably a fight between Puka Nakua, Amon-Ra St. Brown, A.J. Brown. And then I would say, got to start thinking about throwing Drake London in that mix in that practice squad break because he was top 5 in receiving yards last year. Drake London in that snap count practice squad. So let me know what you guys want to attack here next. Next order of business. Let's see. I see Bobby Elbrick jumping in. Thank you, Bobby. Got in that mini break. I see Vincent Franz jumping in. Vincent also getting in the mini break. So the hottest break today has been the mini helmets. You guys are getting after it in those minis, to say the least. Show me the mini. Ashton Genty, man. The guy had the 2nd most rushing yards ever in a college season. Coming up a little bit short of Barry Sanders' record, Robbie. Ashton Genty. Had a terrific year at Boise State. The 6th overall pick by the Raiders. You can kind of look at some of his college stats, and they were mighty impressive. I mean, last year in 2024, Robbie, this dude had 2,601 rushing yards. 2,601. And so many of them were after first tackle. The guy broke tackles. He was fast in open field. Ashton Genty is an awesome piece of memorabilia to get tonight. Tanner Wilson jumping in as well. He got in that mix-it-up single. There we go, Tanner. So NBA fans and MLB fans, talk about football always being in the room. We got 6 boxes left to mix it up, Robbie. The best mustache in sports history, Raleigh Fingers. Gary Sheffield, the great hitter. And then we have Paul Pierce and Allen Iverson. I can confirm there's at least one more baseball hit because I can see 3 bats over there, Robbie. So it's 3 baseball, 2 basketball, and 1 other item in the mix it up. So baseball and basketball fans, get your spots. The singles 5 to go, the doubles 4 to go. The mix it up is the Chase wheel spin tonight. That is the automatic Chase wheel spin tonight in that mix it up series. So that's okay. I got you, Derek. Hey, that's what I always say, Robbie. When you have the money, that's when you should play. We're here every single day, 9, 12, 3, and 6 p.m. Central Time.
Yes,
We're here any day, all the time. Whenever the funds are there, jump in the breaks and get your guys. That's what's special about our break room, Robbie. It's not a daily break room. It is a daily break room, excuse me. It's not once a day. It's 4 shows a day every single week. Skylar getting on a couple breaks that will sell to mix it up and the minis. So that's looking like probably the next couple breaks, mix it up and minis here tonight. 4 to go in that mini double. I'll drop that link in the 7th mini double. Mini double, 4 spots left. And then I will go ahead and drop in our link to our mix it up. Well, let's see. Mix it up single and mix it up double are each 4 to go. So here's the mix it up single, 4 to go. There's that link. And I'll drop in the mix it up double link. That has us 4 spots to go too. So, what do you guys want? I mean, do you want minis? Do you want a multi-sport? Robbie, when we're at 4 to go in multiple breaks, I always tell the customers, let's pick one together we want to do, right? Pick one together that you guys want to do. Maybe put it out there in the chat. Let's get this one done. And we know very well the other folks will follow you guys here in the break room. It is often a team effort here. As soon as one person gets in, Robbie, the rest typically tend to follow here at UA. Got plenty of eyeballs out there, 30 folks across all 3 platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Got a question if we have any Bengal fans out there, Robbie. Bengal fans, this break room is for you right now. It is very Bengal friendly. We have the Bengal superstar receiver Jamar Chase on a speed flex in the speed flex series. Jamar Chase played in the preseason opener, Robbie. 4 catches, over 70 yards, a touchdown. This guy is number 1 on most fantasy boards.
Oh, yeah.
And rightfully so, Jamar Chase. Rightfully so, because he is one of the best receivers, if not the best receiver in the league. His autograph value is going to go up. If you're a Bengal fan, you see the Jamar Chase. There's also an A.J. Green in here, by the way, guys. Another terrific receiver. The Bengals quietly have really good receivers over the years. A.J. Green, Chad Johnson, Jamar Chase. And they got some good receivers out there. Lion fans, if you're a Lion fan, we have probably the second best line ever, Calvin Johnson, in the All Speed Flex series as well. Very, very clean. Yes, my ability to pull on a pillowcase ever since opening up the helmet bags, Peter Nathan West, has improved greatly. You have no idea, brother. Night and day. How easily I put the pillows in the pillowcase. It's improved night and day, Westy, because of my experience here at Ultimate Autographs. Also folding laundry with folding jerseys. This job has made me a better person in all aspects, Westy. There's a lot we can learn from the job here, Robbie, right? A lot of great stuff we are learning here at this job. Adam saying open the trade Mike Gore for other authentic wins this show potentially. All right. Adam putting that out there. Frank Gore is on the trade block, folks. Zachary Erickson coming in the room. Long time no see, Zach. Got in that mini double, Robbie. Vincent Franz. I'm thinking minis are coming up next.
Yep, 1 to go.
I'm thinking minis, 1 spot to go, guys. Are you guys chasing the Ashton Genty? Is it the Dan Marino? Maybe it's both. Which one do you guys... I mean, seriously. I know Marino's a more prevalent autograph in the room, Robbie, but we don't get Marino often in the minis. He's usually in the diamonds, the vault, the high-end breaks. Are you guys chasing the Genty or the Marino? Or maybe you're a Jaguar fan chasing Brian Thomas. Maybe you're a Bear fan chasing DJ Moore. My gut feeling, Robbie, is they're chasing both. This series, by the way, I know we pulled the Flacco, but I kind of like the kind of different names in here. Ashton Genty, Joe Flacco, LaShawn McCoy, not names we always see the single back mini. So UA provides life skills. That it does, Westy. And that it does. Ultimate Autographs, the premier place for all the best life skills. Could not agree more, Westy. So mini is next, 1 to go. Let's think about what will be after the mini. I'm thinking it'll probably be mix it up. The single is 4 to go, and the double is 4 to go. 6 boxes left, 4 headliners left. I actually really like the Funko Allen Iverson personally, Robbie. He's got the headband on AI. A guy that's still relevant. You see those commercials about practice? Probably the best rant in sports history. Practice. We're talking about practice.
Practice.
Not the game I die for. We're talking about practice, man.
Practice.
It's got to be my favorite rant. I mean, I like they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook. Danny Green. You want to crown them? Crown their blankety blanks.
Dennis
on
Green.
The Bears. Of course, my favorite. I'm a man, I'm 40. That's a great one as well. Mr. Gundy. Headliners, let's mix it up. We got Paul Pierce, Allen Iverson, 2 of the best players in the early 2000s. We have Hall of Fame pitcher in here, Raleigh Fingers, and we have one of the best hitters, Gary Sheffield, Braves for life, 4 headliners in 6 boxes. Mini sold out, Robbie?
Yes, they did.
Mini sold out. Perfect. Mini double number 7. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers for the minis. 2 box numbers for the minis. Thank you, Mad Bomber. Says close the minis. Nicely done, brother. Appreciate you. I'm getting those minis closed up. Appreciate you, Mad Bomber 13 here in the house. He wants wheel times 2. All right, wheel times 2 works. Minis out of 30. I'll spin the wheel twice. And we got 2 minis coming up here in the break room. Double the boxes, double the fun in our minis. All right, let me pull up the wheel here. 1 out of 30. Looks like Robbie, the first mini is going to be number 6 in the minis. 6 we do have on the ticker. 6 is good. 6 and what else? Second one coming up. Second one coming up in the minis. All right, how about 20? 6 and 20, which we don't have 20. The closest one to 20 is 22. So 6 and 22 coming up in the mini double box break. Robert Elbrick, Vincent Franz, Adam Hoffman, Skylar McCarty, Zachary Erickson, Vincent Franz again, and Michael Kirschbaum in here as well. All right. 6 times on that dice roll. Good luck, guys. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Thank you, Robbie. We got 4, we got 5, and we got 6 clicks for the minis. All right, Zachary Erickson, you're up top. You got the NFC North, Zachary. Right below in the NFC South is Skylar McCarty. Robert Elbrecht in the NFC East. Vincent Franz, the NFC West and AFC North. Michael Kirschbaum, AFC South. Vincent Franz, AFC East. And Adam Hoffman in the AFC West. Adam's got that Genty spot, by the way. Vincent in that Marino spot. All right, 6 of 30 for the minis. First mini in the double box break. Uh-oh. For the first time ever in the break room, we got an autographed Ashton Genty mini.
There you go.
Second most rushing yards in a single college season ever last year at Boise State. The guy was an absolute beast. Over 2,600 rushing yards, Robbie. The 6th overall pick for the Raiders. Nice job, Adam Hoffman. The Ashton Genty mini. That is awesome right there. The classic Raider mini. Very, very nice. Ashton Genty. Love pulling a new name in the room, Robbie. Always when I get something new and fresh, gets me super duper excited here. Maybe this is Adam's sign that he's going to get that Warner and the Diamonds next, right?
Ooh.
Heat up with the mini. Heat up with the mini and jump right back in the Diamonds and keep the heat going here. Ashton Genty. And you know what? This one might actually go in the video, Robbie. We haven't done a mini in the video in a long time. We've never pulled Ashton Genty. For now, at least, he's going on the table, the Genty mini. So one more coming up. 22 in the single back mini. Ooh. Here's a nice rave. It's a running back break, the single back series, right? Makes sense. Chuba Hubbard on the Panther rave. One of the best running backs in the league last season, Mr. Hubbard. Also an Oklahoma State guy, speaking of Mike Gundy earlier. Hubbard was very under the radar, Robbie. He finished 8th in rushing yards last year. Terrific running back right there, going home to Skylar McCarty. So doubling up. I love that rave helmet. Have not seen a rave I don't like, Robbie. All the raves are...
Yes,
they're stunning. They are stunning to say the least.
They have been all satisfying.
Mm-hmm. So we'll get that Hubbard put away. Marino's still out there in this series, though, so I would not sleep while Dan Marino's lurking in a mini helmet break. I mean, you get a Dan Marino autograph for $52 in any series. You got to be happy with Dan Marino. Got to be very, very happy with Dan the Man Marino. So, folks, what are we doing next? Ladies and gents, what are we thinking next here in the break room? Already got a spot taken on the next mini, so that's been moving quickly. So 4 to go in the mix it up single and double. My favorite rant because it happened during the event and not at a press conference. You cannot be serious, says Bob. All right, that's a good one, Bob. I still take the practice Allen Iverson because he said practice how many times? Here's that Funko. Let me look it up right now, Robbie. How many times did Allen Iverson say practice? Allen Iverson said the word practice 22 times during a press conference on May 2nd, 2022. 22 times. That is a lot of times for Iverson. I don't want to watch this whole thing, but I just want to see how many seconds that was, that press conference. How many times did he say that so quickly? Let's see, Allen Iverson. Come on, run through it. So it was a 5-minute 41. No, that's not the whole thing. Okay. So I'm not sure how long the whole thing was, but he said 22 times the word practice, Allen Iverson. That is just crazy. You got to have an AI in your PC, Robbie. You got to have an AI, and I'm not talking about artificial intelligence. I'm talking about Allen Iverson.
Oh, yeah.
That is a must-have for the PC. Such a terrific, terrific basketball player, the great Allen Iverson. So 38 of you guys watching the break page right now. Who's going to get in? Who's going to get in? Just a reminder, guys, if you're a Bengal fan or a Lion fan or a wide receiver fan, Calvin Johnson and Jamar Chase left in the all Speed Flex series. Every box in the series is the Speed Flex. These two terrific receivers are still out there. A really hot break right now is the receivers, right? Vault break, 4 boxes left. We still got that Puka Nakua Speed Flex in the final 4 boxes. Single and double left. Let's get that Puka out tonight. What are they getting right now, Robbie? What do you got over there? Mix it up.
Just one practice squad.
Practice squad. You know, practice squad's good right now, too. 19 boxes left. 11 headliners left in the practice squad. So 3 speed flexes in here as well. Frank Gore, Donald Driver, Drake London. I like that we have some different stuff in here. Len Dawson, you know, the Chief Hall of Fame, the late, great Len Dawson, passed away a couple years back. Almost never see a Len Dawson autograph in the break room. We don't see Donald Driver all too often. So there's a couple names in this practice squad break that are different. I mean, Len Dawson, the famous cigar he had in the Super Bowl. Obviously, Mahomes is the biggest Chief name, but after Mahomes, if you're a true Chief historian, the second biggest name in Chief history is Len Dawson. Won one of the original Super Bowls. That's one you got to have in your PC. You get something like this that you don't see often in the break room, Robbie, you got to take advantage of Len Dawson. 4 left in the single box. Mix it up, says Tanner. Braves for life. Yeah. I mean, Gary Sheffield, he's a Brave. I think his tenure was the Marlins, but Gary Sheffield did play for the Braves there, Tanner. Yep. So you can get a former Brave in Gary Sheffield in that mix-it-up break. That could be very, very good for Tanner. Tanner Wilson in the mix-it-up. So let me know, guys. Put it out there in the chat. Make it known what you want to get after. Probably aesthetically, just sheer aesthetics, Robbie, the best-looking helmet in the room has to be the Kurt Warner and the Diamonds, right? That's a chrome Speed Flex. It's got that yellow face mask, yellow visor, 2-time league MVP. You know, part of being a memorabilia collector is really understanding and appreciating football history. Kurt Warner is the guy that was undrafted, Robbie. A guy that only played essentially, he was a starter at Northern Iowa, an FCS school, for 1 year. The dude essentially played 1 year of college football, went on to be one of the best quarterbacks ever. You know, had to work at High V, played in the Arena League, NFL Europe, you know, eventually got his chance with the Rams. Trent Green goes down. Kurt Warner's first year as the starter, Robbie. League MVP, Super Bowl MVP, Super Bowl champion. It was just about the perfect season, the perfect story. It was literally a real life story made for the movies. Because that his story is special. The great Kurt Warner on that awesome, awesome Chrome Speed Flex. I would get in that single, get in that double, because this lid here, forget that it's worth over $1,000, well over $1,000, Robbie. That's one you put in your man cave. That's when you show off for years to go, right? That's a keeper on that Kurt Warner. An absolute keeper. Ram fans, in fact, Puka Nacua in the vault. If we have any Ram fans out there, we got flexes for you guys. Puka Nacua had the rookie record for catches and receiving yards. And then year 2 had some injuries, but still was big time. I think Puka Nacua in this vault series, Robbie, and then Devontae Adams in the practice squad on the authentic. That's going to be such a dangerous duo. We're looking at potentially the best receiving core in the league, Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams. I mean, obviously Chasen Higgins, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, but Adams and Nacua, especially with Matthew Stafford. Because, I mean, obviously Higgins and Chase with Burrow are amazing, but the Eagles are a little bit more of a run team with Saquon Barkley. Adams and Nacua, that's dangerous to me, man. That is a dangerous combination. They could break all sorts of records. Obviously, Kyron Williams is a great running back. Got to keep the, defensive backs and the defense honest with a good running game. Sean McVay, the great play caller. The Rams have an easy schedule this year, Robbie, playing the AFC South, I believe. Devontae Adams in the practice squad and Puka Nacua in the vault. It's like, who do you double team? Because one is a young, athletic superstar. The other one's a crafty veteran that's got all the tricks, knows all the route running. That Rams offense, I would look out. I would look out for the Rams this year. I know I've got them making the Super Bowl, Robbie. The fact that you can get an Adams or a Nacua in the break room, for $100 or less, not too shabby, right? Not too shabby at all.
Nope.
Those are two guys I have on my radar for fantasy. They're going to be tricky in fantasy because you don't know who's going to eat each week, right? One week it might be Adams. The next it might be Nacua. And some weeks it might be both. Some weeks it might be both of those gentlemen. So we have, 4 to go in the mix-it-up double, 4 to go in the practice squad single, and 4 to go in the mix-it-up single. So I'm thinking those 3 breaks, Robbie, they got to be coming up here shortly. They're all within 4 spots or less here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. What do you guys think? What do you guys want to knock out first? All 3 of those are falling tonight. Vincent got in that practice squad. Thank you, Vincent. John Gabodi getting in to the mini break. There we go, John. Mario Contrucci getting in as well. Mario got in the practice squad. Appreciate you guys. Michael Kirschbaum, he got in the mini break. Actually, Michael was the one that closed up that last mini. So appreciate you folks jumping in. How was your weekend, everybody? Monday night here, Robbie. Hopefully our customers had terrific weekends. I know I had a good weekend. Hoping you guys did as well. We have some awesome people in the break room. You do anything fun this weekend, Robbie?
No, just stayed home.
Honestly, those weekends could be the best weekends because I feel like I'm always running around. A weekend at home could always be a very, very productive weekend for sure. So I had the same thing, a little bit more chill weekend. We did go to a family party of I guess it was technically my fiance's mother's friend, but they had really good barbecue. So I have leftover ribs and brisket.
Ooh.
I saved those for home. I didn't bring them because I don't want to get messy here because with all the barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
Plus I have my barbecue sauce at home. But that's what I ate today, and that's what I'll be eating tonight, Robbie. Leftover barbecue. It's going to be delicious. So not as delicious as these, the issue with barbecue is that it only lasts for a little bit. These helmets you can win in the break room for less than $100, they last forever, right? Now, these lids could last forever. had, preseason opening up this weekend. A lot of young quarterbacks. J.J. McCarthy played well, I thought. Shedeur Sanders played well. I thought Ashton Genty only had one carry, but good to see him on the field for the Raiders. I mean, obviously, for me, one of my biggest takeaways of the weekend was the Bengals played their starters, right? They lost all those games early the last couple years. Jamar Chase in that Speedflex series, he played. Had a big game for, the Bengals first half only. 4 catches, 77 yards, and a touchdown. Joe Burrow, 123 yards, 2 touchdowns, 9 of 10 passing. So Mahomes played through 1 pass, Robbie. It was a touchdown pass. Josh Allen didn't play. So some teams played their guys, some didn't. But personally, Robbie, I'm just pumped to have any sort of football back. It was exciting to have some NFL. I know I watched some of the Bears game over the weekend. That was, a tie, like in preseason. They can tie.
Oh, yeah.
But the Bear quarterbacks look good. I know no Caleb Williams, but the second and third string guys looked okay. So definitely fun to check out some football over the weekend. Some real, semi-real NFL football in the preseason. I know a couple Mizzou guys did good for me. So definitely enjoying the football. Who's going to get in here, though, and get these breaks done? Who's going to get in for some breaks here? Looks like you and Brian are looking to have folks join Fantasy, Robbie. That's Brian Maresca. But more importantly, who wants to join the breaks? Right now, Robbie, I'm thinking next order of business, if I were watching right now, seeing the break at 4 to go, I am personally jumping in either to mix it up with the practice squad. I like the idea of the practice squad, Robbie, because obviously the Kurt Warner Flex and the Diamonds is incredible. The All Speed Flex series is incredible.
Yep.
But the price points, they're what they are because those series are sick. But if you can't afford a Speed Flex break or a Diamond break, you can definitely afford this. Look at that Donald Driver helmet, man. That's a rare autograph in the room. We got a lot of Packer fans that would trade for Donald Driver any day. This guy is one of the first names I think of when I think of the Hall of Very Good, as I call it, right? We have Pro Football Hall of Famers, Donald Driver. He might not make the Hall of Fame, but the guy had over 10,000 yards receiving, a staple in that Packer offense. I love that green and blue visor. That is a very, very clean lid. Love the Donald Driver. I'm a Chief guy. More recent Chief fan because I lived in Missouri. But you got to appreciate the history, Robbie. Len Dawson. This is one, you can't put a price tag on that jersey. Len Dawson is one of the most rare autographs. We've had about maybe like 5 Len Dawson items in the last 5 years here, Robbie. This is one you see once in a year, twice in a year. Not one you see often. You get a Len Dawson out there, a Super Bowl champion, a Hall of Fame quarterback. That's when you want to pounce on.
Oh, yeah.
Frank Gore, we just pulled him on the Niners. Don't get a lot of Frank Gore Colts, and I love that Colt black speed flex. Frank Gore, oddly enough to say this, but it's true, Robbie, is one of the most underrated football players of all time. Because we talk about running back shelf life, right? We talk about a guy like, Todd Gurley. The guy retired before 30. I mean, the guy's been out of the league for many, many years. A lot of these running backs play 4, 5 years if they're lucky. The fact that Frank Gore played, double-digit seasons, the fact that the guy is third all-time in rushing yards,
Yep.
you got to give the man some credit for longevity.
Oh, yes, you do.
This dude is just too often disrespected, the great Frank Gore. Drake London on a speed flex. I always think to myself as a collector, who's going to be the next hot guy out there? Drake London is going to be really good with Michael Penix for years to come. That's a Drake London speed flex worth, $800, $900, $1,000. It's going to be worth even more years down the road. George Kittle, one of the most popular names in football. Lawrence Taylor, the best defensive player ever. Devontae Adams, one of the most popular names in football. Dwight Freeney, These are some awesome names in the series, guys. Come and get them. Go Gore, says Jacom. Whoop, whoop, cheers. Peeps, hope all is well. All's good, Jacom. Hope you're good, brother.
Jacom.
Always good to have Jacom in the chat.
There, Kamen. Haven't seen Jacom in a while.
I saw him, was it Thursday or Friday, dropped in for the first time in a while. Doug is in for one practice squad. That a boy, Doug. Appreciate you, brother. Doug is in that practice squad, ready to rock and roll. Good to have you in there, Doug. Appreciate you, brother. Such an awesome, awesome break that practice squad is. One of the finest breaks we offer here at Ultimate Autographs. So, Doug, what's your squad, brother? I know Doug jumped in that practice squad. What's the squad, my man? Joe Lake also getting in the practice squad and the minis. So I think practice squad looks to be the next one, Robbie.
Yep, one to go.
One to go in that practice squad break. Mr. Midnight Robbie, that's what Jacom's calling you. It's true.
Yeah.
He is the Midnight Robbie, that midnight show. Robbie Lopez does come at you on that midnight show, Mr. Robbie. I mean, cheers, Kamen. Cheers, Mr. Bossman. Appreciate you, Jacom. Good to have you around here, Jacom. And I think Bobby
Nope, got
in the minis. Okay. Love the boy. Super jealous of the guy who won that 8 of 25 Parsons last night. That's right, Doug. We got a lot of Cowboys in the break room. Currently, there's a Emmitt Smith in the jersey break. We just pulled a Michael Irvin in the minis, but there could be also, actually, we just pulled a Jimmy Johnson as well. That was not even a headliner, Robbie. So there could be Cowboys lurking in the break room. No doubt about that. Got a lot of Cowboys here at Ultimate Autographs. 3 left in that single, mix it up. That's right. Definitely agree, Tanner. Also 3 left in that double mini. And only 1 to go in that practice squad. So got a bunch of breaks coming up. By the way, that mix it up, Robbie, is the Chase wheel spin tonight. All breaks done by 9 o'clock will be entered in that Chase wheel spin in the mix it up. Let's go. Good luck, peeps, says Jacom. Let's do it. Jacom could jump in. He's a big-time Niner 49er here. Speedflex Series, Ronnie and Sulaco, is just jam-packed with wide receiver talent. We have a guy that might be the best receiver in the game, Jamar Chase. We have Calvin Johnson, who arguably, Robbie, had the best ever single season as receiver, over 1,900 receiving yards in a season. No one's broken his record, by the way.
Nobody?
That record still stands, Calvin Johnson. Beautiful alternate line, authentic, a pretty rare autograph in the break room here. Megatron Calvin Johnson. We have a couple good pass catchers as well here in the final 9 boxes. A.J. Green, a 7-time Pro Bowler. And then we do have also available the Trey McBride, terrific tight end for the Cardinals. Thank you. Calvin's a rare, expensive one. Yeah, Ronnie. Definitely get that Megatron in that Speedflex series. Definitely get Megatron. Which, by the way, just to clarify about the Speedflex series, Robbie, they're all headliner-worthy names. We don't let just anybody sign a Speedflex. That's for sure. I got you. Wish I could be getting back. I got you. That's okay, Jacom. Join him when you can, my man. Join us when you can, brother. Jacom here. And I think we're sold out on the practice squad break, looks like.
Correct.
Thank you, Robbie. Practice squad. Single number 4. Go ahead and drop me a box number. Drop me a box number. I want to see that mix it up today, Robbie. Want to see the Allen Iverson, the Paul Pierce, some awesome basketball hits. Cannot wait to see those in the mix it up. Let's go, says Doug. Let's do it. Doug wants 33. So practice squad's out of 30, Doug. Numbers available are scrolling at the bottom there. Looks like we have 1, 3, 6 through 9, 12 through 15, 18 to 22, 25, 26, 28, and 29. He wants 22. We do have 22. So 22 coming off the board for the practice squad. Donnie the Hut, Tom Kozic, Mario Contrucci, Vincent Franz, Doug Pietrowski, Joseph Lake, and Tom Kozic. Blueberry Tuesday, yes. Nice polo. Exact. See? All right, I'm never wearing this on a Monday again. The Blue Polo Tuesday, Robbie. That's the second reference today. The Blue Polo only getting worn on Tuesdays from now on. Yeah. Since it's so popular, apparently. Appreciate you guys for noticing. We'll go 6 times on the way for the practice squad single. All right, 4, 5, and 6. All right, Joseph Lake, you got the NFC North right below. In the NFC South is Joseph Lake again. Doug Pietrowski, NFC East. Tom Kozic, NFC West. Vincent Franz, AFC North. Mario Contrucci, AFC South. Donnie the Hut, AFC East. And Tom Kozic, AFC West. You got it, Robbie?
Yeah, I got it.
2-2, 22. We're feeling 22 here, guys, in the practice squad. That's the one I wanted. You got it, Doug. You were first on the box calls, brother. That is why we got the box coming up for you, Mr. Doug. Thank you, Robbie. All righty. Oh, you wanted the NFC East. Yeah, of course, as a Cowboy fan. That makes sense. All right, 22. 22 out of 30 in the practice squad. Ooh, we got a guy that's just on fire right now, Robbie. Joseph Lake won the Michael Irvin and Jimmy Johnson minis earlier. Now he's taking home the Dante Culpepper Viking custom jersey. Joseph Lake, the king of the North, 3-time Pro Bowler, led the league in passing yards one season, passing touchdowns one season. Culpepper to Moss and Carter, GSA certified. Little bit of salt, little bit of pepper. Dante Culpepper for Joseph Lake. That-a-boy, Joseph. That's the, by the way, Robbie, I said 11 and 19 chance at a headliner in the practice squad. It's now 11 and 18 chance at a headliner. So those ratios are getting better and better and better here in the break room.
Oh, wow.
All right, Culpepper. Attaboy, Joseph. We'll get this one folded up, and we will keep things rolling here in the break room. Dante Culpepper. All righty. Mix it up, sold out. Mini sold out. Those are close. I know both are really close. Let's take a peek here. Congrats. Save some for the rest of us, says Doug. Yeah, he's heating up right now. Don't leave while you're hot. Mix it up doubles, only 2 to go. Mix it up singles, 3 to go. I see that Speed Flex singles, 5 to go. And the minis, 2 to go. So we are on the doorstep of a bunch of awesome autograph breaks, guys. I'll drop our live break page link in for any new people watching. But reminder, everything we offer here is authenticated. Everything is autographed, hence our company name. Let me show off this beautiful, beautiful scenery we got here, Robbie. Everything here autographed, authenticated at Ultimate Autographs. The best of the best, man. No doubt about that. So who's going to jump in and get more of this heat? We got, blue today. Robbie's got the Cubby blue. I got the Carolina, Argentina blue. So the blue crew's ready for you guys tonight. Come and get those break spots in the break room. So 2 to go. Mini double, Robbie. The customers always want to get in to something that's happening, something that's coming up. This is definitely coming up. The mini double, just 2 spots left. Also coming up is the Flex Series, 5 to go. I know you see the price tag, but $194 all of a sudden. You got a Megatron or a Jamar Chase Speed Flex, 2 of the best receivers to ever walk the planet. Worth it. Worth it for those 2 guys, to say the least. Mix it up, $88. Let's talk best case scenario. 6 boxes left. Paul Pierce, Allen Iverson, Raleigh Fingers, Gary Sheffield. Well, would you look at this in the mix it up? We have potentially, Robbie, a double up here. We have, what was it? Gary Sheffield is Miami Marlins, and Paul Pierce is Boston Celtics. So you can get for $88, you get the Celtics and Marlins spot. You walk away with 2 awesome pieces of memorabilia. I used to love Gary Sheffield's batting stance. He had that stance where we'd go like this, Robbie.
Oh, yeah.
It was like super cool. One of my favorite batting stances. Such an awesome basketball player, or baseball player, excuse me, Gary Sheffield. The guy played on a million teams, but everywhere he went, the man delivered. Literally everywhere he played, he 100% absolutely delivered. Gary Sheffield. Braves, Yankees, Marlins. He was very, very good. Then when you get a second, Robbie, the fresh practice squad. I don't think it's up.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't reset.
You're good. I was just looking at the break badge. I was like, that's not up yet, but it will be. It will be up here momentarily, guys, on that Ultimate Autographs live break page for you customers.
There you go.
Thank you, sir. So
Make sure to reset.
mix it up. I think
There
it's
we go.
coming up. 3 spots to go in the single, 2 spots to go in the double, Robbie.
Yep.
We actually only have 6 boxes left in the series. So actually, after this single and after this double, we put up 1 more double, 1 more single, and that's the series. I'm actually open to even dropping a new series if we can pull the photoed headliners left in the next couple boxes. So I'm not against that. Mix it up is also the automatic wheel spin. Goes without saying, Robbie, 3 to go here, 2 to go here. Those breaks will definitely happen tonight, but you only get yourself in the chase wheel spin if the break sells out. So let's just say for whatever reason we end up doing 2 boxes and we pull the Iverson and the Paul Pierce and we end up dropping a new series or something, right? Or maybe we pull both of those names and the series doesn't sell out again the rest of tonight. You want to get in there right now to guarantee yourself a chance of the wheel spin and guarantee yourself a chance of the remaining headliners left in that mix it up. This is a football heavy break room. Football's king here. So if you want to get other items other than football, there's not a ton of chances, Robbie. The mix it up is your best chance. That or the 1 in 4. It's about what? Once a week we run those series, maybe for a couple of days, but they're definitely not staples. So if you're a baseball or basketball guy, Pierce, Iverson, Fingers, or Raleigh Fingers and Sheffield, Robbie, you want to get in this break. Get something a little different here in the mix it up break. Multi-sport. We have baseball, basketball, we have hockey, football, we even have entertainment, wrestling, a mix of things. What are you oohing and eyeing to, Robbie?
Oh, just that whole series.
It's a good series.
Yep.
I love to mix it up. This is it's a fun series. I love getting a chance to kind of explore what the entire break page has to offer, right?
Yep.
Not just one series, what we have to offer across the board here at Ultimate Autographs. It's been a fun series. It's one that's been pretty popular the last few times we've had it. So I'll definitely get in here and get some of those different hits. I mean, like Allen Iverson, you want to talk about pound for pound? This dude is 6'1", Robbie. I was 6'2". I'm taller than this guy. NBA players, 6'6", 6'7", 7 feet. Nothing was stopping this dude. You know, a finals participant, a scoring champion, a league MVP, a steals champion. You want to get an Allen Iverson in your PC. That is one of the coolest basketball players. Had the sleeve, had the headband. Allen Iverson was peak childhood basketball for me. In for a jersey, in for one of the mixed up singles, says Doug. Let's do it. Makes sense why Doug's in that jersey break. He's a Cowboy fan. Wants the Emmitt Smith. So I'm seeing 2 to go in the mix it up double and 2 to go in the mix it up single. Also, only 1 spot to go in the mini double. No spots to go, excuse me. Minis just sold out. Still looking for Marino in the minis. Mini double number 8. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers, guys. 2 box numbers in Los Minis here. All right. Looking forward to all the headliner heat coming up here in our break room today. Still looking for Marino in these minis. The big name left, Dan Marino. Our 8th double box already. If you're in that break, go ahead and drop me a box number for the minis. I'll give you guys about 30 seconds. Otherwise, I'm going to the wheel here if I don't have box numbers in those minis. Ready for some headliners, Robbie?
Oh, yeah.
I know Robbie's always ready for headliners. I know I am. I got a lot of good headliners left. Practice squad, mix it up. I have some great ratios of headliners specifically. And you know, Robbie, I believe, because I'm looking at the winner's sheet, I believe that they actually sold out the jersey break after the guys got off on the air. So I think that 8th jersey break that was put in there, I think we never broke it. So I do think we have a jersey break to do. Because I'm seeing, wasn't it jersey 8? Because the last jersey they did was in the 12 p.m. show.
All right.
So we do have a jersey break we'll put back in for you guys. Because I know I was looking at it earlier and I forgot the customer asked who won the 8th jersey. We haven't done the 8th jersey.
Gotcha.
So, but we do have a mini coming up. I have not seen box numbers. John Gubbiotti, Joseph Lake, Robert Elbrick, Skylar McCarty, and Wesley Wilkins. So just to clarify, Doug, you can only call out box numbers if you are in the break. If you are not in the break, the box numbers you call out are not valid. Those are reserved only for people physically in the break. Just to clarify, Doug. Because we used to allow people calling numbers all the time, Robbie, and it was chaos, and folks called out numbers that weren't good. People in the break got mad. So box calling reserved for folks in the break.
Okay.
But no one calling them out, so I'm going to go to the wheel, Robbie. If we don't have numbers in, a couple minutes, we head to the wheel for our numbers. You got it, Doug. No problem, brother. Just letting you know the bylaws here in the room. We have number 3 coming up. 3 coming off the ticker for the minis. And then uno mas here. 3 and what? How about 5? 5 is not there. 2's the closest. So 2 and 3 in the mini break. I do believe a Mix It Up is closed up. So that will be coming up as well. Get you guys set up here for the mini break. All right. 4, 5, 6 clicks. Wesley Wilkins has the NFC North. We got Skylar McCarty, NFC South. Joseph Lake, NFC East, NFC West. John Gubbiotti, AFC North. Robert Elbrick, the AFC South. Wesley Wilkins, AFC East. And then AFC West is Robert Elbrick. 2 and 3.
In the
minis. 2 and 3, right next to each other here. Double the boxes, double the fun in the mini break. Thank you, Robbie. All righty, good luck, folks. Good luck, folks. Single back minis. Minis have been absolutely on fire here today. We have a terrific receiver for the Giants, Mario Manningham, on the Flash Mini. Had that iconic catch down the sideline from Eli Manning in the Super Bowl. A Super Bowl champion, of course. Michigan Wolverine, New York Giant legend, Mario Manningham on that autographed mini. Joseph Lake cannot lose right now. He won 2 minis last break. He won a practice squad jersey, and now he's got the Manningham mini. When you're as hot as Joseph right now, Robbie, you start thinking to yourself, should I get in that Speed Flex break where the best helmets are all Speed Flexes? When you're this hot, you might want to jump in that hot series and keep that streak going with some Speed Flexes, right?
correct.
Or he can just keep doing what he's doing because, you know, I don't want to question the man that's winning because he's definitely on a heater right now. Yes, Chris. Jamar is left in that Flex series, as is the Megatron. Calvin Johnson is also left in that Flex series. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This guy will not stop, Robbie. Joseph Lake, another one. Former Pro Bowl quarterback, took the Seahawks to the Super Bowl against the Steelers. It's Matt Hasselbeck in the NFC West for Joseph Lake. The guy is hotter than a firecracker right now, Robbie. Simply put, Mr. Lake will not lose here tonight. Congrats on the Hasselbeck mini next, Joseph Lake. And then we're going to do that jersey break that technically, I think, sold out either late last show or between shows, but we never did that 8th jersey. That is coming up next, and then I think mix it up afterwards, right, Robbie?
Yep.
I'm gonna nice little run of breaks coming up, guys. Things are getting busy, and you and I always say it, Robbie, right about 7:30, 8 o'clock, things get real busy in the room, so we are definitely here to break boxes tonight.
Correct.
No doubt about that. All right, jersey break.
There we go. All right.
Ooh, Westy, that is... Look, I'm a Bears fan, Westy. I respectfully disagree with that, but if there's a hot take out there, that's definitely a hot take. He said, just throwing this out there, but Hasselbeck was a better quarterback than Brett Favre. Even though Dom isn't here, I still have to gig him, right? I pick on him. I don't know anyone who would take that opinion, but I like the confidence and the kind of bold take, Westy. Go play the lotto, Joseph says. Doug, I couldn't agree more. So jersey single number 8, go ahead and drop me a box number. Derek Nagali, Vincent Franz, and Cody Gulage here. Because I don't see it on the winner sheet, Robbie, so we got to knock out this break. Yep, the recap had 2 boxes in there, so this definitely has not been done yet. Yep, they actually did put in the recap. Jersey prefill closed out of nowhere as soon as we signed off, so we're good. So give you guys 30 seconds on a box number for the jerseys. Otherwise, I will let the wheel pick our jersey box number. Cruising with those orders here. I know Blake just got into a bunch of stuff. Doug is in. Connor's in. Skylar's in. Tom's in. Bobby's in. Joe's in. Doug's in. A lot of orders here tonight, guys. Keep those orders rolling. We'll keep these breaks moving here. All right, I'm going to go to the wheel, Robbie. I'm going to go to the wheel here because I have not seen a box number yet. Looks like the single and the double both closed and mixed it up. Thank you, guys. So a bunch of mix it ups coming up here. All right, let me spin this wheel. Out of 30 for the jersey, we've got number 4, looks like. I can grab this, Robbie. It's right next to me. 4 coming off the ticker and 4 coming up for the jerseys. Right on top here, pretty close to the top. All right, I will keep the randomizer up and get you guys set up for your spots here in the offside jerseys. Derek down the Cody. Good luck, guys. Last mini break, we pulled Mario Manningham and Matt Hasselbeck, Eric. Neither were headliners. The big name left in the minis would be Dan the Man Marino, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, still out there in those minis. All right, 5 and 6 clicks. We got Derek Nagel up top. Derek has the NFC North right below. In the NFC South is Vincent Franz. Cody Gullidge, NFC East. Derek, NFC West. Derek, AFC North. Vincent Franz, AFC South. Cody G, AFC East. And Cody also in the AFC West here. Offside jersey single number 8. Coming up here. Box 4. Oh, this is a headliner, Robbie. Headliners galore here today. One of the best defensive tackles ever. a Hall of Fame 13 inscription, the QB killer, Warren Sapp.
Ooh,
A very, very
nice.
clean Buccaneer jersey with that Beckett QR code. Member of the 1990s and 2000s all-decade team, former deep boy, over 90 career sacks as a D tackle. One of the best ever, Warren Sapp right there. All right, Vincent Franz here in the break room. Very, very cool, my man. Very, very cool. Get the Sapp written up. And then more breaks coming up. A bunch of mix-it-ups next. The last single and double going up in that series because we'll only have 3 boxes left after the single and double. And that is our automatic wheel spin tonight. Definitely anticipating closing up the mix-it-up here very, very soon, guys. Baseball fans, I see 3 baseball bats left. I know one is Gary Sheffield, one is Raleigh Fingers, Robbie. I don't know what the other one is. And basketball fans, Paul Pierce and Allen Iverson, early 2000s legends in that basketball series still. Or basketball spots, rather, in the mix-it-up. I love the Buccaneer red jerseys. Those are clean. All right, mix it up double number 10 coming up. Mix it up double number 10. We got Demetrius Coleman, Brent Ulrich. Welcome, Brent, new guy in the break room. Let us know what team you like and how you heard about Ultimate Autographs. We got Vincent Franz, Connor O'Donohue, and Wesley Wilkins in here. So mix it up number 10 on the double. Mix it up double number 10 and go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers, guys. Then we have the 7th single afterwards in the series. Cool. We are cruising. Absolutely cruising. Is it the 7th single? Let's see, 20, 27. Yep, 3 boxes left. That'd be correct. B. Wilkins, I'm guessing, is Wesley Wilkins. Wesley, I'm guessing that's you, brother. I know Wesley was a new customer over the weekend. Nice to meet you, Wesley. What's the squad, my man? How'd you hear about Ultimate Autographs? Good to meet you, sir. Usually the weekday guy here at Nights. Did not get the pleasure to meet Wesley yet, but I hear he was the big player in yesterday's show, Robbie.
Ooh.
Balling big yesterday, Mr. Wesley, in our break room, I was told. All right, 13 and 23. We have both of those. Oh, a Cincy fan. All right, well, hey, Wesley, I recommend jumping in the all Speed Flex break then, my man, because we have 9 boxes left. The Speed Flex, what most pros wear. It is the most expensive item we have in the break room. It's worth the most money, Robbie. A Speed Flex is worth about $700 before you tack on the autograph. You tack on big level players on custom flexes. These could be worth $1,000, could be worth $1,500. Jamar Chase Speed Flex, that one's in the ballpark of that 1,000, give or take. Plus, we have an AJ Green Flex in here as well. So if you're a Cincy fan, I would say the Speed Flex series is where I'd be playing personally, Robbie. We have, 9 boxes left, 2 Bengal receivers left, including the best receiver in the game right now, arguably Jamar Chase. So
We got those mix-it-ups.
Yep, 13 and 23. I'll go ahead and get these guys put in. I was just showing off for Wesley, his boy Jamar Chase in that Speedflex series, right? That's an awesome item left with only 9 boxes left.
Getting 2 spots in the Fleece Speedflex series.
How close are we in the Speedflex? Single or double?
Single.
Single, I think single is what now? 3 to go, and double is like 5 to go. So we got action in that break. 6 times for our mix it up. We got Connor O'Donohue up top in the Cubs, Cinema, Suns, and Bears spot. Demetrius Coleman has the Royals, WWE, Pistons, and Lions. 13 and 23, Robbie. We got Brent with the Red Sox, Boxing, Magic, and Eagles spots. Connor's got the Reds, Rangers, Sonics, and Georgia spot. Penn State, Celtics, Marlins, Blackhawks for Wesley. Vincent has the Bengals, Sixers, Rangers, and USA. Raiders, Heat, Tigers, MMA's Wesley. And Vincent has the Giants, the Mavericks, the Brewers, and the Oilers in here. Single box it up is next, Tanner Wilson. You'll see that the last order in the double was 259,408. The last order in the single was 259,409. So the 08 order came in first. The double sold out first. Double is first. Then we'll do the single next year, brother. And we do have that on deck, Mr. Tanner. Don't you worry, Tanner Wilson. Lucky 13 coming up first. Lucky 13 coming up first. Oh, I found out what the other baseball item is, Robbie. Not a headliner, but an awesome name. 569 career home runs. Rafael Palmeiro in the Rangers spot. Vincent Franz, you have won an autographed Palmeiro bat. I know we have the whole I did not use steroids. We have the whole steroid scandal, but man, 569 home runs. Steroids or not, that's a lot of home runs, man. The hand-eye coordination, Palmeiro was an absolutely terrific player, to say the least. Started with the Cubs. They got rid of him because he didn't have enough power, Robbie. Maybe that's why he used steroids, but with the Rangers, he had plenty of power, to say the least, Rafael Palmeiro.
Yeah.
So the bat, if you have a second.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. The bat for Palmeiro. He's an icon, dude. He's an absolute icon, Rafael Palmeiro. This is the black bat. Looks like probably the silver ink, I'm going to guess. Yep, I was right. It's put in there neatly, so I'm not going to open it up. But you can see the autograph there, the Louisville Slugger, autograph Rafael Palmeiro, part of an elite club of 500 or more home runs in baseball history. More importantly, I would argue, Robbie, though, I said a 4 and 6 chance at a headliner in that break. Well, it's now a 4 and 5 chance, Robbie. There's only one box left that's not a headliner in this series. So we got Raleigh Fingers, Gary Sheffield, Paul Pierce, Allen Iverson, and then we have the Pierce ball. Exactly. This is the other non-headliner. One of the best power hitters of his generation. We got Cecil Fielder on the autograph bat. That's a Tiger hit. Wesley Wilkins with the closer spot, the Cecil Fielder. So that means, guys, there's 4 boxes left in the Mix It Up, and there's 4 headliners left. At this stage, Robbie, we're going to get the series done, right? We have a single coming up. We have one more double, one more single. We get those closed up. We'll get you guys a brand new series with new headliners. Cecil Fielder, in his career, 319 career home runs. Led the league in home runs twice in the American League in 1990 and 1991. Nice hit there, Wesley. His son, Prince Fielder, also a pretty good home run hitter as well. Both big, beefy guys, but awesome power hitters. Here's the autograph bat for Cecil Fielder with that blue ink. So 4 boxes left. We know what all of them are. Raleigh Fingers, Gary Sheffield, Paul Pierce, and Allen Iverson, the final 4 boxes. So is there only one baseball item in there, or is there something else? Is it a helmet or something, or a ball?
Nope. There's a bat.
Just one bat?
One bat.
So I'm curious whether Fingers or Sheffield then got pulled and didn't get taken off or something. So I guess we'll find out then. Iverson and Pierce, though, definitely still out there. So there might actually, one of those might have been pulled potentially, because I'm seeing only one baseball bat back there. Can you see what the bat is, Robbie?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Because I'm guessing then we probably pulled Sheffield or Fingers and just didn't get them off or something, unless it's some sort of, it could be a jersey. I guess we'll find out. Mm-hmm. The headliner board does say Fingers, Sheffield, Iverson, and Pierce, though. So it's possible it's a baseball jersey or something. Let's do the single next and find out together, right? Mix It Up single number 7. Dalton Carver, Skylar McCarty, Tanner Wilson, Skylar McCarty, Doug Pietrowski, and Wesley Wilkins. So Mix It Up single number 7. Go ahead and drop me a box number, guys. Box number for the Mix It Up. Who's got it? Who's got the magic number? here in the break room. Who's got the magic number? Got the best customers in the business here. They are balling out tonight. I want to see the Iverson, Robbie. I'm not going to lie. The one I've got my eyes on, the Allen Iverson Funko, that is super cool. All right, 30 sounds good, Mr. Wilkins. 30 coming off the board. And Doug also wanted 30, so it's got to be good if both guys want 30. Dalton Carver, Skylar McCarty, Tanner Wilson, Skylar McCarty again, Doug Pietrowski, and Wesley Wilkins. Good luck, guys. Good luck, good luck, good luck. We will go 6 times for our spots. Thank you, Robbie. All right, Skylar's got the top spot. Cubs, Cinema, Suns, and Bears. Wesley has the Royals, WWE, Pistons, and Lions. Tanner has the Red Sox. Boxing, Magic, and Eagles. Reds, Rangers, Sonics, Georgia, Skylar. Dalton has Penn State. Celtics, Marlins, and Blackhawks. Wesley has Bengals, Sixers, Rangers, USA. Raiders, Heat, and Tigers is Skylar. And then Doug has the Giants, Mavericks, Brewers, and Oilers. I want to be 30 against his Westy. Me too, brother. I'm 35. I would love to skip back a little bit and get back to 30. I would not mind that myself. Box 30 coming up. Box 30 on the way. I have a pretty good idea of what this is, Robbie. But I got to make sure. Got to cross my T's, dot my I's. It's what I thought it was. It's an autographed basketball of the Truth inscription. Paul Pierce on the Celtics basketball with the silver ink. Who's got the Celtics spot here? Celtics spot. That is Dalton Carver. Carve him up. Starter Magic. First spot on the break. 1 spot only. All he needed for the Paul Pierce autograph ball. Paul Pierce, by the way, a 10-time All-Star, Robbie. He was a Finals MVP, second all-time in Celtic history in career points. Very, very nice, Dalton, on Paul Pierce. I want to be 30 if I could be as good-looking as Robbie, says Westy.
Hey, thank you.
That is true. Robbie is a great-looking gentleman, of course, right?
I take care of myself.
Did you pay him to say that, Robbie?
Nope.
All right.
I don't pay anybody.
I'm just kidding,
These guys
man.
speak the truth.
Westy definitely always speaks the truth. He's never been known to bend the truth at all. So, 3 boxes left and mix it up, guys. Allen Iverson, Raleigh Fingers, Gary Sheffield. Let me go look at that bat real quickly.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
There. I just want to double check there's nothing else in there. Might be a jersey, Robbie. I want to confirm who the bat is. What do we got? Raleigh Fingers. So, Raleigh Fingers is left on a baseball bat, guys. Allen Iverson Funko. We believe there's a Gary Sheffield, which it could be a jersey, Robbie. Our guys do a really good job of that headliner board. It's right about 99% of the time, but there's a teeny tiny chance that Gary Sheffield is not there. But most likely it's Sheffield on a jersey or something. But for sure, definitely, we have the Allen Iverson Funko and the Raleigh Fingers bat left in here. So 1 more single, 1 more double, guys. Then the series is sold out. And then 3 spots to go in the Speed Flex, right? 3 spots to go. Jamar Chase, Calvin Johnson. I mean, you want to talk about peak apex at the peak of their powers? I could sit here and argue, Robbie, that those are going to be 2 top 5 receivers ever when it comes to peak. I know Megatron retired a little bit early, but looking at Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson with how well they've started, I mean, if they can keep it up, they'll both be top 5 receivers ever. And at the peak of his powers, Calvin Johnson, definitely a top 5 receiver of all time. So those 2 speed flexes are coming up tonight. We got just 3 spots to go in that single break, and we got 6 to go in that double break for the speed flex break. All speed flexes in that series. Every single box is a speed flex. Definitely think I'm going to run back to mix it up with, all headliners left. The mini break is 6 to go as well. Still looking for that Dan Marino in the minis, guys. So I'm still thinking next, though, for me, has to be the Speed Flex. So I'll drop that link in for you guys. 3 spots to go. Speed Flex single, 3 spots left. Come and get it. Best signature location, side of the helmet or crown of the helmet, the Speed Flex area. That's a great question. I'll be honest with you, it's probably a personal preference. I like both. I mean, it really depends on what type of helmet you have. Like this Niner helmet, crown of the helmet doesn't make sense because it's got the stripe on there. So for most helmets, I would say the side is better. But for the Speed Flex helmets, though, Westy, the top of the Speed Flex looks pretty nice, right? Peyton Manning, Jamar Chase, Calvin Johnson. So I would personally argue on a Speed Flex, maybe it's the top of the helmet, but if it's not a Speed Flex, I do kind of like the side because we can avoid those stripes, you know, kind of getting in the way, so to speak. But that is, of course, remember, you know, a question of personal preference. So if you have a personal preference, do let us know. Do let us know for sure here. So who's going to get this series done tonight? Who's going to do the real damage and get this series done tonight, Robbie? That's what I want to know, man. That's what I want to know, the Speed Flex series. I know Wilkins is a big Bengal fan. There's probably not a bigger Bengal player besides Joe Burrow really ever for the Bengals. If you're a Bengal fan, you know, I know we can respect the legends, Boomer Esiason, Ken Anderson, awesome quarterbacks back in the day. I know we had Chad Johnson was cool. Anthony Munoz might be the most dominant Bengal ever, but who remembers offensive line? You know, 10 years down the road, Robbie, you talk to, I mean, heck, today, you talk to any Bengal fan today or any memorabilia collector, who are the 2 Bengals you want the most? It's Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. It's simple as that. It is simple as that. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, that is the best Bengal items to get, hands down. And Jamar Chase, by the way, you know Bob Boulay, he's big on the autograph quality. Yep. Wide receivers, Robbie, usually not the best looking auto. Jamar Chase, his autograph is perfect. That's a perfect autograph for Jamar Chase.
Beautiful autograph. Beautiful.
If you could have any NFL player, active or retired, that you would want to have co-host with you, who would you pick? So it's easy to say Mahomes because I love Mahomes. It's easy to say Peyton Manning because I love Peyton Manning. Obviously, Brady would be awesome. I actually might pick George Kittle, Westy, because the guy's got a fun personality, right? Just shoot the breeze with George Kittle, who's available on the mini and the practice squad. I would love maybe Kittle or Peyton Manning, guys that, I mean, I've seen Peyton Manning on TV. He's fun. But George Kittle could be a good answer. Right there on that beautiful Rave Mini, Mr. Kittle. I'd really have to really think about that for a while, though, Robbie. If you could pick any NFL player, active or retired, that you would want to have co-host with you, who would you pick?
Give me Rob Gronkowski. I think me and him have a similar personality. I definitely would love to shoot the
the breeze.
Shoot the breeze with the Rob Gronkowski.
That's a good one. Westy said, Stewie said he would like to see Antonio Brown with Robbie on You After Dark. That would be kind of wild, to say the least.
That would be wild.
That would be kind of wild, to say the least. Antonio Brown with Robbie, specifically on the UA After Dark show. Okay. Okay, Westy. That is a very, very
It would definitely
request.
be freaky.
It'd be Freaky Friday.
All right, so there's one there.
With Robbie and Antonio Brown. All right, so looking like right now we're moving on the Speed Flex break, 3 spots to go. Also moving on that mini break, 4 to go on that mini double break, guys. Single back mini. Stewie said Pat McAfee would be a fun show.
Well, yeah, give me Pat too.
I'm like neutral on Pat McAfee. He has I like him sometimes, sometimes not. I would probably not pick him as my first co-host personally. But the problem with the guests we have in the studio, Robbie, a lot of times the guests are in the studio and people want to talk to the guests. I want to see the memorabilia. So that's the issue. I feel like if any one of those guys was on here, I don't know if they would sell the breaks. They'd want to take time to talk with McAfee, and I'd want to open up the boxes personally. That's just me. Oh, you know what? I got my answer. Bradley's right. Joe Theismann.
Joe Theismann, yeah.
Hands down.
Yep.
Bradley, you know me better than I know myself, brother. I would say hands down, that's a good answer. Good answer indeed on Joey T. That'd be fun to talk about the Theismann story. So that would be actually a lot of fun to have Mr. Theismann here in the break room, Joey T. So that's a good one, Bradley. Definitely would be an awesome guest. Minis are now 3 to go, by the way. You know who would be a good guest, too, by the way, Robbie? He's actually got a pretty good personality, a guy that I would love to meet. I think Dan Marino would be an awesome co-host. Marino on that Salute to Service mini with that teal ink. Dan the Man Marino, I would say, would be potential awesome guy to have on the show here, Mr. Marino. Dan the Man, the one and only Dan the Man Marino. So, 39 folks watching, orders coming in. To quote Goldberg, not who's next, what's next, Robbie? Minis 3 to go, Speed Flex break 2 to go. Oh, yeah, John Madden in his prime would be nice. John Madden in his prime. I used to love watching John Madden talk football. He'd be an awesome guest. If John Madden were watching, you know, John Madden loves Brett Favre, but he will definitely be telling you guys, y'all should get the Speed Flex break with all the helmets the guys wear in the games. I imagine John Madden would be a massive fan of Jamar Chase because John Madden always loved playmakers. I was watching a classic game, that game where Moss had the 3 touchdown catches on Thanksgiving, Robbie, where John Madden was hyping up Randy Moss. If John Madden was in the NFL, this dude would not stop talking about Jamar Chase because he's a perfect wide receiver, right? Yards after catch, slants, deep balls, power, speed. The guy has absolutely 0 weaknesses. So that's one that I think that John Madden would love to see. And Jamar Chase. Imagine watching Madden, you know, a guy that people talk about. Chris Collinsworth loves Mahomes and what. John Madden was obsessed with Brett Favre. I think he'd be obsessed with Jamar Chase as well, personally, Robbie. Now, Mr. Madden. Now, this guy, exactly, he would go, now this guy, John Madden. The guy knew football, though, one of the winningest coaches ever. John Madden knew football. That break is sold out, by the way. The Speed Flex single number 4 is sold out. So, Speed Flex single number 4. Go ahead and drop me a box number. Let's flex. Let's flex here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. Nothing like flexing, man. It is the bomb diggity.
All right, number 4.
Yeah, the 4th single
4
looks like. I know we did a few quads in that break as well, but we're down to singles and doubles. 9 boxes left. 4 total headliners left in that break in the Speed Flex series. Thank you guys for the close.
All right.
Let's flex. There he is. Blake Wilkins got us closed up, looks like. Makes sense. He said he's a Bengal fan. He's not leaving that Jamar Chase out there. Oh, the hot guy in the break room right now. Hotter than a fire hydrant here. Hotter than a hot summer day in Chicago, which has been very hot lately. 18, excuse me. Box 18 coming off the board for Joe Lake. Thank you, Joe. 18. We got EJ, Wesley, Connor, Joseph, John, and Wesley in here. Speed Flex single number 4 coming up. All righty, guys. 6 times on the way. Got 4. We got 5. We got 6. Joseph Lake, by the way, in that Jamar Chase spot, the hot guy in the break room. John Takamura's got the Megatron spot. Wesley Wilkins, NFC South, NFC East, NFC West. Joseph Lake, AFC North and South. Connor O'Donoghue, AFC East, and EJ Matragano in the AFC West. These are all speed flexes. You know, we don't get scrubs on the speed flexes, Robbie. We only save the biggest names for these speed flex helmets. The speed flex, the most valuable helmet in the game. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. Ooh. I love these Winter Warrior lids. This is a great name, Robbie. Prime example of how good this series is. The first round pick from a couple years ago, the talented Viking quarterback, J.J. McCarthy. National champ out of Michigan, John Takamura, 1 spot. J.J. McCarthy, Winter Warrior Speed Flex. J.J. McCarthy, for example, in our last vault, Robbie, photoed headliner in one of our better breaks in the room. But in the Speed Flex series, J.J. McCarthy just hanging out. I saw some footage from this weekend. J.J. McCarthy looked awesome in preseason. The Vikings have their guy. Great season for Sam Darnold last year. Didn't matter. They wanted this dude to lead the team. It'll be JJ to JJ, McCarthy to Jefferson. Awesome hit, John Takamura, on your Winter Warriors Speed Flex. So 8 boxes left now in that Speed Flex series. Calvin Johnson, Jamar Chase still left. 8 flexes total. AJ Green, Trey McBride as well. 4 and 8 chance at a headliner in the Speed Flex. Thanks, Kamen and Robbie says, John, you're welcome, John.
Hey, you're welcome, John.
Aloha. All the way in Hawaii for John Takamura. Very, very cool, John. I like J.J. McCarthy personally. I think he's going to be really, really good. That was a really good draft class, you know, the previous year. You know, really good cast of quarterbacks. Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels has been great. Bo Nix, Michael Penix looks good. Drake May. Then J.J. McCarthy going to be really good as well. You know, not every guy in that list is going to be great, Robbie, but I don't see a single bust in that group. When you're a first-round quarterback, you have high expectations.
Oh, of course.
I'm not saying all those guys will live up to the expectations, but barring injury, in my opinion, all 6 quarterbacks in that draft class 5 years from now, they'll all still be starting quarterbacks in the league. I think all those guys are good to potentially great in that quarterback class. So very, very nice on the McCarthy flex. So 6 to go on that Speed Flex double. The next Speed Flex break is wide open. Let's chase, pun intended. Literally, Jamar Chase could be there for the taking. And we knocked off a couple spots in that Mix It Up double. That is 6 to go, Robbie. That is the chase tonight. Get the double sold out, get the single sold out. We'll get you guys a brand new series here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. Brand new series coming up today. Got a lot of eyeballs out there. 37 of you guys watching. Minis are 3 spots to go. The biggest name of the minis, Dan Marino, still available on that Salute the Service mini. That's coming up shortly. I mentioned the Mix It Up. This is the automatic wheel spin tonight. 3 boxes left. We have the Raleigh Fingers and the Allen Iverson Funko left in the Mix It Up in this series. Iverson Funko, photoed headliner in the last 3. Otherwise, a little bit open on these other breaks, but obviously, Robbie, looking at the practice squad, we have immaculate headliner ratios. We did, 1 practice squad earlier today. This show was not a headliner. We have 11 headliners left in the final 18 boxes. That includes the Len Dawson jersey, the George Kittle mini. Again, folks, Len Dawson, extremely rare autograph in the break room, Len Dawson. We have 3 flexes, the most expensive helmets you can get for, as little as 50 something bucks in here. Frank Gore, Donald Driver, Drake London, all flexes. The Lawrence Taylor, the GOAT defensive player on a Funko. Devontae Adams, maybe the best receiver of his generation. Then Dwight Freeney as well on that Salute to Service Authentic. Not to mention Joe Theismann, Rod Woodson, Dan Fouts. 3 more secondary headliners. 11 and 18 chance in that practice squad break. So that one's got good ratios. The Diamond helmet's probably the best looking helmet in the break room. The Kurt Warner Chrome Speed Flexes. Only, 9 boxes left in the Diamonds. This Kurt Warner Chrome is still out there. The 2-time league MVP. That is a very, very clean lid for the great Kurt Warner. We got Terry McLaurin, one of the best receivers in the league, still available in that Diamond break. And we have, for Ram fans, a potential to double up in the NFC West, Kurt Warner and Jared Verse in this break. We do have Vault Series. Speaking of Ram fans, 4 boxes left. I've already told the customers, Robbie, I'll cut them a deal. As soon as the Puka Nacua Speedflex goes, we'll drop a brand new Vault Series. 4 boxes left. Puka Nacua Flex plus a Vault Key. One of the best receivers in the league on that Vault Speedflex Puka Nacua. So jersey break is pretty open with headliners, guys. A lot of headliners left in the jerseys as well tonight. Still looking for some awesome running backs. Sean Alexander, NFL's all-time leading rusher, Emmitt Smith. We got Ty Law, Warren Moon, and Nico Collins as jersey headliners left. That's pretty much everything. Hit on the Mix It Up, the jerseys, the diamonds, the vault, the speed flex. So you guys let me know what you want to rock and roll with. Obviously, Robbie, customers are always looking for what's going down next, what's happening tonight. Well, this mini break, 3 spots to go, is definitely going down tonight. I would say we'll definitely do another speed flex. We'll definitely do the Mix It Up double. But next order of business is knock out some spots to keep the show going tonight. This is one of the last Mondays without football. You know, coming up in a few weeks, we'll have Monday Night Football. A lot of baseball games going on. The Phillies knocked out the Reds today. Looks like the Yankees are beating the Twins. Cubbies are off today, right, Robbie? No
Correct.
Cubbies today?
Yep.
So Cubs are off tonight. But, yeah, got some good baseball games going on. Let's look at some of the headliners here. Here's one. How about this? Here's a very relevant headline. Here's a fun one. We're talking about Kurt Warner in that Diamond Series. Fresno State named veteran transfer E.J. Warner the team's starting quarterback Monday. Warner, the son of Pro Football Hall of Famer Kurt Warner, emerged from a 3-man battle, will be Fresno State starter week 0 against Kansas. Kurt Warner tweeting, so proud of this young man, just keeps proving who he is. 1 scholarship out of high school. Sounds like dad. No P5 school would give him a chance to earn one since. He had to earn a starting spot anywhere he's been. Now heads into the senior season, number 1 in FBS passing yards, 8,800 and pass yards per game. Quarterback 1, E.J. Warner, Kurt Warner's kid. Texas, by the way, Robbie, number 1 in the AP poll for college football. So that's exciting. So a couple of the headlines here on a Monday night in the break room. Let's see here. We got some orders coming in. Let's see. Order coming in from Thomas Frazier. Thomas got a jersey spot. There you go, Thomas. Appreciate you, my man. I know Blake's been balling hard tonight. Got in a little while ago. Let's get those minis done, Robbie. I'll drop that mini link in. That's 3 spots to go. That is probably coming up next. Mini double, 3 spots left. I've noticed one thing, Robbie, and it makes sense because this series is hot, even post-Agenti. One of the most popular names in memorabilia. It's a very, very easy name to sell, very easy name to trade, Dan Marino. And I think, like, we have all this talk about rings, all this respect for rings, Robbie, but there's one guy, even without the rings, that you can just tell this dude is an all-time legend. He doesn't need the rings. He's Dan Marino, man. He is Dan the Man Marino. Beautiful salute to service with that teal ink. You get a Dan Marino anything for $52, Robbie? That is robbery. Literal robbery. Still got the DJ Moore in here, Brian Thomas Jr., Jordan Addison, and Zay Flowers. We have the young receivers and one of the all-time great quarterbacks, Dan Marino. We were looking at something last week. Marino's 1984 season with 48 touchdown passes, over 5,000 yards passing. Probably the best season ever adjusted for inflation. Dan Marino. Probably the best season ever.
August 4th.
Yeah, that sounds right because that's the more recent one. You're looking for the next series? Yeah, Robbie's already getting the next series ready. As soon as we close up the Mix It Up, we'll get you guys a brand new series with brand new headliners. First, got to see that Iverson Funko. First, got to see that Allen Iverson on that beautiful Funko Pop. This is in the final 3 boxes, not to mention the Raleigh Fingers bat still left as well. So got to see both of those names here tonight in the awesome, awesome Mix It Up break. So chat's a little quiet, guys. Let me know how you're doing tonight on a Monday night. Let me know what's going on. Definitely want to get you guys bumping here. Because, Robbie, I know I don't bite. I can't speak for you, but we don't bite. So let us know how you're feeling this Monday night. I know oftentimes for folks that, work a Monday to Friday schedule, you get in on a Monday, you're kind of tired, you're frustrated, you're back at work. No better place to wind down and have some fun, though, than the Ultimate Autographs live break room. That is the best place to knuckle down and have some fun. No doubt about that. We always have a blast in this break room, man. Always have a blast at Ultimate Autographs. What'd you guys do this weekend? Yeah, just let me know, man. Let me know what you guys did this weekend. Anything fun going down? Always happy to know what our customers did. And more importantly, Robbie, if there's something you really like in the break room, let me know what it is, right? Let me know what you want to attack. Because how often does this happen, Robbie? We put this out there in the chat. What would you guys like to break? A customer says, I want to break this. All of a sudden, everyone else gets in and gets that break done. So what are you looking for right now in the break room?
Oh, that's already did. Okay.
Already set up?
Yeah.
Perfect. So Robbie's got the next series ready to go.
I'm just going to change the date.
We get that Mix It Up closed up. We'll drop a fresh series with fresh headliners for you guys. Could be as early as the next 30 minutes, Robbie. I don't see why we shouldn't close up the Mix It Up with that Allen Iverson Funko still lurking. Vincent jumping in the mini break. Thank you, Mr. Franz. I know Vincent's got his eyes on what's close here. So Vincent definitely going to have that coming up here tonight. Show me the minis, Vincent. Vincent Franz here in the break room. I love that mini break, man. The fact there's a Dan Marino mini in there, I love that a lot. I'm a little surprised, though. We have a lot of Bengal fans and Lion fans in our break room, Robbie. I'm a little surprised we're leaving Megatron and Jamar Chase out there. I'm a little surprised we're leaving these two names out there with only 8 boxes left. There's not a lot of boxes left. Now's the time to attack that series, man. With only 8 to go, 2 massive headliners, all 8 boxes being speed flexes. I have my eyes on those 2 lids, Megatron and Jamar Chase. It is still early on Jamar Chase's career, Robbie. But if I'm thinking about having 5 receivers I would draft in a hypothetical draft for one season, I'm probably taking Randy Moss first. I'm taking Calvin Johnson second. Then my 3rd, 4th, and 5th picks in no particular order are Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and Jerry Rice.
Okay.
Those are my 5 receivers I want for one season and one season only. So for me, talent-wise, 2 of the top 5 receivers ever are both in this series with only 8 boxes left. Megatron was one of those dudes it was special, man. 3 guys on this dude, triple team, double team. The Lions could literally throw the ball up, and this dude will pull in any catch, any moment, period, Calvin Johnson. And that, again, that's a guy that does not sign autographs all that often. He's busy with his businesses, if you catch my drift. So whenever we get a Calvin Johnson speed flex in the break room, that is one you should take advantage of.
Yep.
I mean, his career, too, I'll pull it up, but his career was just iconic, Calvin Johnson. One of the most consistent receivers, you know, when he played. I mean, look at some of these numbers, dude. 1964, 1,964 receiving yards. To this day, that is still the single season record. Hit over 1,600 one year, over 1,400. I mean, this guy could have kept going, Robbie. His last season at the age of 30, he had 1,200 receiving yards and 9 touchdowns. If he actually wanted to have records, he would have records. There's no doubt about that.
No doubt about it.
The reason why he's not top 5 all time in all these stats is because he didn't want to keep playing after 9 years. The guy made his money, didn't want to have injuries. But you look at his last 6 years, Robbie, Pro Bowler every single time.
Whoa.
First team AP 3 times. Second team AP twice. If this guy wanted the records, he would have them, Calvin Johnson. There is no doubt about that. He could have any record he wants, the great Megatron. So, that's a speed flex you don't leave hanging, Calvin Johnson. Minis are 2 to go, though. That's coming up next for sure. And then afterwards, up to you guys. Put it out there in the chat what you want to do. I always say the breaks that are 6 to go and mix it up. 6 to go in the jersey. As soon as those breaks get down to 4 or less, they go pretty darn quickly. Speed flex double, knock out 2 spots. If we're halfway there, the breaks go pretty darn quickly. No doubt about that. But looking like the minis are going to be next. 2 spots to go in that mini double box. What's going on? Looks like George Rodine in the chat saying, installed another backyard gazebo for my upcoming national holiday on Thursday, 9/4. Golf tournament and barbecue party to celebrate NFL season. Let me know if you're in. Well, George, that sounds really good, brother. Personally, I'll be here on opening night with Dom Pellegrini. We'll have some sort of specialty series. It'll be the Cowboys and the Eagles on September 4th. We'll be here breaking boxes. I imagine it'll be an awesome, awesome day here, September 4th. Which, by the way, is what? Let me pull out my calendar here. I'm bad at math in my head, but that is what? 1, 2, 3 weeks from this Thursday is the NFL season opener. So, Westy, Larry Fitzgerald right now is a top 5 receiver of all time, no doubt. I was going based off 5 guys I would have active or all time that I would start my team with for one season. Although now that you mentioned Larry Fitzgerald, I'm tempted to put him in my top 5. I would say Moss and Megatron are safe. Rice is safe. Then it's between Fitz, Jefferson, and Chase for my other 2 spots. Michael Irvin, top 10. Marvin Harrison, top 10. Not saying they're not great, but personally, Westy, as good as Steve Largent, Michael Irvin, and Marvin Harrison are, as great as those guys were, Jamar Chase and Calvin Johnson, for me, are more talented than all those guys, except for maybe Larry Fitz. I'll be honest, Larry Fitz has me thinking. Larry Fitz does have me thinking for sure when it comes to picking only 5 receivers I can have at a time. Fitz is special. He definitely has me thinking about it. Thinking about that answer, which receiver would I want among all those guys? But Chase and Megatron for me over Steve Largent, over Marvin Harrison, over Michael Irvin personally. Well, yeah, Stewie will never let that down. Putting Josh Allen as the number 10 in our quarterback room series. That definitely, he'll never let that, we'll always remind him, Westy. Eric getting in that mini break. Thank you, Eric. Minis are now down to one spot to go in the minis. One spot to go in the mini helmets. Folks, in that Mix It Up break, just so you guys know, Mix It Up is the automatic wheel spin. That wheel spin closes at 9 o'clock. If you want to be in that wheel spin, get your spots now. Mini double is sold out, though. Thank you, Brian. So mini double sold out. Robin, you're getting back at the perfect time because the mini double just sold out. Oh, I agree, Westy. I agree. Says, I mean, Jared Goff over Josh Allen. I like Goff, but he's no Josh Allen. I agree. Ricky put Jared Goff and Michael Vick over Josh Allen last week.
What?
And we're still mad about it. Westy and I, at least. Now, mini double number 9. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers, guys. 2 box numbers for that mini break. Show me the mini here in the break room. Show me the mini. So Robbie will get this finalized, that list. But if you are on that break, you are good to drop your numbers, guys.
Eric, and then we had Mr. Brian Ulmer closed it out.
Yep. All right, so Eric, if you want the wheel for both, you got to say wheel times 2. Otherwise, saying 1 wheel counts for 1 box. If you want wheel for both, put in a wheel times 2 or wheel. I know you love the minis, Westy. I saw it. I saw it in that video you did, brother. I did see that. You love the minis.
He's the mini king.
The mini king.
So many.
So I'll do the wheel for one of them. If you want the wheel for both, Eric, just put in times 2. Wheel times 2 if you want it for both boxes. No, he wants wheel and 1. Okay. So I see box 1. Perfect. Then I'm going to go to the wheel for the second box. All right. Let's spin this thing. We got ourselves 14. 14. So 1 and 14 in the minis. 14 is gone. We have 12 and 16. 14 is in the middle there. So I'll put 12 and 16 in the picker wheel, and it'll be one of those 2. All right, here we go. Here we go. Looks like it'll be number 16. 16, Robbie.
Got it. 1 and 16.
1 and 16 for the mini double. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Thank you for the close on those minis, folks. All righty, we'll go 6 times for our spots here. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Brian Omer has the NFC North. Right below in the NFC South is Robert Albrecht. Skylar McCarty has the NFC East. Eric Zaffer in NFC West. We got AFC North is Joseph Lake. Vincent Franz, AFC South. Joseph Lake, AFC East. And John Gubbiotti, AFC West. Joseph Lake, by the way, hottest guy in the room tonight in that Marino spot, Robbie. Just saying, he's in that Marino spot. All right, 1 of 30 here. Ooh, here's a one we don't see often in the break room. It's a former Pro Bowler, and this is obviously a Super Bowl champion with the Bucks, Brad Johnson. Brad Johnson right now for Robert Albrecht, NFC South. B-Rad Brad Johnson. Played for the Vikings, Washington, Tampa, the Cowboys. Very accurate passer. I mean, as a quarterback, everyone dreams it, Robbie. Win a Super Bowl. And this dude, Brad Johnson, he did that for sure, going home to Robert Albrecht. Not bad for the Ann Moore section. Not bad at all. Adam out there shooting shots. Trade request for John, would you do my Gore? And Genty on the table right now for the JJ Flex. George's top 5 are Rice, Moss, Fitz, CC, and Owens. There you go. So just to clarify, George, my list was guys I would take for one season, Robbie. For going based off a whole career, it's Rice, Moss, probably Owens, and Fitz are next for a career. But Megatron, as amazing as Chris Carter and Terrell Owens were, and maybe even Larry Fitzgerald for one season, I would take Calvin Johnson over those guys. But they did have longer careers and a better overall career. Second box, one of the best looking autographs in the game. The Hall of Fame center, the Steeler legend, Dermontti Dawson. One of the cleanest autos, the D. Dawson. One of my favorite autographs ever in the break room, look-wise. Joseph Lake strikes again with the Dermontti Dawson. Robbie, if we took Joseph Lake and we threw him in the lake, he would still not cool off because that's how hot he is in the break room. Dermontti Dawson mini. Very, very nice. Genty's gone, Eric. We pulled Genty earlier tonight. I was just telling him the minis. Headliners left Marino, Brian Thomas, and DJ Moore. 7-time Pro Bowler, 6-time first-team All-Pro. One of the best centers ever. Dermontti Dawson here in the break room. Very, very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Yeah, Tyreek's a good one too, Esty. You know, that it's hard to pick 5 guys. Just to be clear, you know, Owens, Fitz, Hill, Adams. I mean, that's how highly I think of Megatron and Jamar Chase, though, Robbie. That's why I put him at my top 5. But it is very hard to narrow that list. You know, one season, 5 receivers you would take for one season. Very hard to pick that list. I want Marino, says Joe Lake. All right, we'll get right back in, man. Dan Marino still left in this mini helmet break. Dan the Man Marino still available here. All right, Joseph Lake. Congratulations on Dermontti Dawson. I know Joe's jumping back into the minis. This, Robbie, I believe, is what, the 3rd mini we've done this show? So, actually, no, that's
We've
that's
done
the
1,
4th.
2, 3, 4.
So we've done
4.
8 minis this show, 4 breaks. We're down to 12 mini helmets left right now, Robbie. 12 mini helmets left with Dan Marino still very, very much available in those minis, Joe Lake. 12 minis left. I definitely would not take Percy Harvin over Tyreek Hill, George. Percy Harvin in his prime was awesome, but he was not the top receiver in the league the way Tyreek Hill was a couple years ago. So, respectfully disagree on that one. But that's why it's everyone's own opinion, right? Everyone's got their own opinions out there. So 12 boxes left in the minis. DJ Moore, Brian Thomas Jr., Dan Marino, Jordan Addison, Zay Flowers. That is 5 headliners in 12 boxes, Robbie, in those minis. So running out of minis, but still got some good headliners left in that mini break. Otherwise, a little open right now, guys. So let me know what you want to tackle. Mentioned the mix it up. 3 boxes left. 2 headliners left for sure, Robbie. The Allen Iverson Funko. And the secondary headliner, Raleigh Fingers. That is the automatic Chase wheel spin tonight. The best mustache ever, Raleigh Fingers. Trying to bait that one. One of the best pound-for-pound athletes. One of the best scorers ever. Allen Iverson. In fact, if you look at NBA points per game, let's look together. NBA points per game career leaders. This is where Allen Iverson is, Robbie. The history of the NBA. Think about all the great players that ever played the game. Allen Iverson, 26.66. He is 9th all-time in career points per game. 9th all-time. Look at some of the guys ahead of him, though. LeBron James, Joel Embiid, Luka Doncic, Kevin Durant. These guys get older. They might go down a little bit, Robbie. So he might move up in career points per game. The great Allen Iverson. So that's cool. And that mixed it up. Vault break, 4 boxes left, 1 speed flex left, and that is the Puka Nacua. Broke the rookie record a couple years ago for catches and receiving yards. One of the best receivers in the game, Puka Nacua. Probably the best looking helmet in the break room is the Kurt Warner flex. Only 9 boxes left. This Chrome Speed Flex Kurt Warner still lurking out there. One of the best prime quarterbacks of all time. 2-time MVP, Kurt Warner. We're talking about top 5 receivers I would take for 1 season. I mentioned I would take Jamar Chase and Calvin Johnson in my top 5 receivers for 1 year. 2 of the best receivers I've ever seen with only 8 boxes left in the Speed Flex series. Want to see Chase. Want to see the rare autographed Megatron in the break room tonight, guys. Got a bunch of headliners left in that practice squad. 11 headliners and 18 boxes. Speaking of rare autographs, Len Dawson. Almost never get a Len Dawson in the break room. The cigar he had in the locker room, one of the most iconic photos in the history of football. George Kittle on that mini for all our Niner fans in the room. Got 3 speed flexes, Robbie, in the practice squad. Frank Gore, one of the best backs ever. Donald Driver, terrific receiver on that clean Packer lid. Drake London, top 5 in receiving yards last year. Lawrence Taylor. Devontae Adams, speaking of great receivers. You can pair Adams and George Kittle in this break, by the way. We have a Joe Theismann, which could pair with Lawrence Taylor. Talk about ironic. We have a Rod Woodson, Dan Fouts, secondary headliners. A lot of stuff in that practice squad break for you guys as well. So get your spots. Let me know what you want to rock and roll with here. 8:22. We're going until about 9:30. Could be later if we're busy, Robbie. Could be 10 o'clock. Could be 11 o'clock. As long as these guys want to order, we'll be here breaking boxes with our customers tonight. The best customers in the business here in the break room. Got a lot of good people here. A lot of fire memorabilia. Wheel spin for the Mix It Up at 9 o'clock, Robbie. 9 o'clock wheel spin. So if you guys want to get in that wheel spin, get in that Mix It Up break. Who got in that Mix It Up double right now, Robbie?
Nobody.
I'm seeing 6 to go. So somebody's in. Just want to check in who got in there.
Oh, you just want to see who's in there.
Who's in there already. I know it was a hot minute since they got in.
Well, you're asking the what? The double?
Mix It Up double, yeah.
Oh, it's Vincent with 2 spots.
Vincent Franz with 2 spots. Dom's top 5 receivers would be Donald Driver, and Donald Driver. That'd actually be Dom's second favorite, Westy. Dom's favorite receiver ever, actually, is also in this series. So, Robbie, we got to sell out this practice squad break before Dom gets back to work tomorrow, because he's a Donald Driver and Devontae Adams fan. He'd want both of those items, Mr. Pellegrini. Devontae Adams and Donald Driver have Dom's name written all over him, Westy. He loves both of those gentlemen for sure. Both are awesome. I mean, I can't blame them. Both of those guys are absolutely terrific. Driver and Adams. 43 folks watching, guys. What are we thinking? I'll drop the live break page link. Let me know what you guys are thinking. It's a lot of eyeballs right now, Robbie. And usually when there's 40 people or more watching, now I know at a given moment, Robbie, I'll be honest, usually about half the people just watch the show for fun. But there's always at least half the people watching want to break boxes. There's minimum 20 of you guys out there watching that want to get these breaks done. What are these 20 people thinking, Robbie? I'm going to get in when someone gets in first. You make the first move, everyone else will follow you guys very quickly. Because that is a lot of eyeballs right now, Robbie. A lot of eyeballs that are watching the show right now. Definitely think we'll knock out a bunch of breaks here the rest of the way. Peter Griffin, do you watch the show on your days off to see a helmet get pulled that we're wanting to see? Occasionally, Westy. It really depends on what my plans are. I do watch sometimes when I'm off, but a lot of times on weekends, I like to decompress a little bit. I watch all the 3 p.m. shows on weekdays, Robbie, because on my drive into work, I always watch the 3 p.m. show. put it on in the background, see what's going on. But I'll occasionally pop in to the weekend shows here and there, but I can't say I'm watching every second of the weekend show because I have dogs and a fiance to do stuff with, right, Robbie? So sports on as well. What will usually happen if a big helmet gets pulled on the weekend, Robbie? You know what I'll do? I'll go and watch it on the YouTube show.
Okay.
I'll be like, what do they pull? Oh, they pulled that one this weekend? Let me pop in, go back and rewatch the stream and just see when that big helmet came out, right? That's what's great about these shows. You know, even if you're not here, you can still win. Even if you missed the show, you can go back on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. All the shows are there to rewatch. Always available, Robbie. I know the YouTube shows are easiest as far as being labeled by date and time, but all the shows are also on Facebook and Twitch as well. So you can always go back and rewatch any show, any moment you missed. It's always there for you guys to see, right? Always worth a rewatch here in the break room. So we do have one person jumping in here, Steve Myers. Steve got in those minis.
Yep.
I know Joe Lake said he wants to see Marino, but Joe's not in there. I always say this about guys like Joe Lake right now. The guy is hotter than hot, Robbie. When you're hot, you don't get up and leave the blackjack table, right? When you're that hot, I get it if you lose a couple while you're winning. I'm not leaving the blackjack table personally. If I'm that hot, I'm going to play some more for sure. So if I were Joe, I would not be going anywhere personally, Robbie, with how hot this dude has been in the break room. Joe West, just rocking and rolling here in our breaks. Joe Lake, excuse me. Joe Lake.
Joe Lake.
Joe West, the baseball umpire, and Nathan West in the chat got my Joes and Wests mixed up here. So 44 of you guys watching, guys. How you doing tonight? Any good bets going on? Anything fun going on? More importantly, guys, let me know what you want to tackle here in the break room. Literally, pun intended. Let me know what you want to tackle. I do also have a suggestion for Vincent Franz. Vincent got 2 spots in Mix It Up Double, you said, Robbie?
Yep.
I'm willing to put something out there, Vincent. If you want to stay in the double, brother, you are more than good to do so. We don't want to move your spots unless you want to be moved. But I'll say this. It's 828. If Vincent gets, right now, Robbie, gets those 2 double spots and we make them 4 single spots, it would put the Mix It Up single down the 4 to go. And if it's down the 4 to go, it's going to break tonight. So just putting it out there, Vincent. If you want to move from the double to the single, that break might happen here soon. You would give yourself a 50% chance to win and also a decent chance to be in the wheel spin, which closes at 9 Central Time here. Joe Lake did jump in those minis, man of his word, and so did Bobby Elbricht also. So the minis all of a sudden are down to 4 to go, Robbie. Our most likely break here tonight. Mini double, 4 spots left. Come and get them, guys, in those minis. Show me the mini, baby. Show me the mini.
Yeah. Minis it is.
Minis are kind of nice. You know, I always talk about Speed Flexes look the best. They're the most expensive. Angie Nielsen jumping in. What's up, Ange? Minis are very easy to store, Robbie. In my personal collection, the most amount of items I have, Robbie, minis. Don't take up a lot of room. They're very easy to display.
Yep.
Minis are very, very cool. Got some Chief minis, some Bear minis, and then a couple of things given to me by the customers who are awesome. I love the minis. Everyone else loving the minis here today. That's been the hot break all day. A mini break now down to 1 spot to go. And if I had to guess, Robbie, given we have 12 boxes left in the minis, about to be 10 left, we're not going anywhere tonight until that Dan Marino comes out. I think that's
What's up, Easy?
What's up, Angie? So Angie, big time Steeler fan. Aaron Rodgers, Robbie, I don't think played this weekend, Angie. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe Aaron Rodgers did not play in the Steelers preseason opener. Because I can't wait to see Aaron Rodgers play with the Steelers. That's going to be really fun. Yeah, no Aaron Rodgers. Skylar Thompson and Mason Rudolph played great, though, Robbie. 29 of 38, 301 yards, and 4 touchdowns combined. And that went over the Jaguars. What player has the highest shooting percentage in NBA? 5,000 attempts. Curry's number 8. Well, George is definitely Shaq. Shaquille O'Neal, I'm pretty sure, is the answer. The guy was extremely efficient. Shaq, I believe, has the best field goal percentage in basketball history. Minimum 5,000 attempts is what he's saying. So I would guess it's Shaq. I just pulled it up now. I don't know if these guys have 5,000 attempts, though. Because Rudy Gobert's up there, but he doesn't have 5,000 attempts, I don't think. So I'll guess Shaq, but I'm sure George will let me know the correct answer. 1 to go in that mini break. Rudy Gobert, says George. Okay. Well, I would probably define it this way, George. If I were you, I would look for a guy that's got like 20,000 or more career points. Because Rudy Gobert is more of a 10-point per game guy. So I would look at elite scorers. I'm willing to bet if you looked at that list and picked out guys with 20,000 or more points, you would probably have Shaq as number 1. More orders coming in, Robbie. I think the minis might be sold out.
They are.
Minis are sold out. Perfect. Thank you, guys. This is the 10th double in the minis coming off the board here. Mini double number 10. These have been absolutely on fire tonight. Mini double number 10. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers, guys. 2 box numbers for the minis. Show me the mini, baby. Show me the mini. So who's got them? Robbie's getting that list updated. If you got the numbers, let me know for this mini break. Otherwise, a little open right now, guys. So let us know in the chat what you want to break next. Honestly, Robbie, if I had to guess the best better to break, if I'm being fully honest,
The minis.
I think it's another mini break. If Marino doesn't come out, definitely the minis, for sure. If Marino comes out, things might change. But if Marino does not come out in this break, we're definitely running back the minis with only 10 left. So Steve Myers, Joseph Lake, Robert Albrecht, Angie Nielsen, Tyler Otten, and Brian Omer. All right, Joe Lake wants 24. Thank you, Joe. 24 is good. One more number. It is a double box break. I do need one more number for the minis. Angie's got it, Robbie. How about 30? Thank you, Ange. All right, 24 and 30. Steve Myers, Joseph Lake, Robert Elbricht, Angie Nielsen, Tyler Otten, and Brian Omer here in the mini double box. 6 times on the way for our spots. Good luck, folks. Good luck, good luck, good luck. 4, 5, and 6. Joseph Lake up top in the NFC North. Tyler Otten right below in the NFC South. NFC East is Joseph Lake. Angie Nielsen, NFC West. Steve Myers, AFC North. Joseph Lake, AFC South. Brian Omer. Uh-oh, Brian. Got that Marino spot, AFC East. And Robert Albrecht in the AFC West. 24 and 30. Single back minis. We got a Bengal. Looks like Boomer Esiason to me, Robbie. The former league MVP. All-time great Bengal quarterback. AFC North. Steve Myers, starter magic. Congrats, Steve, on your Boomer Esiason. Love when they put the number on there, number 7. Congrats to Steve on Boomer. So 1 MVP quarterback in Boomer Esiason. Could there be another MVP quarterback next in Dan Marino, perhaps, Robbie? That could be a possibility.
It's a possibility.
Yes, sir. Congrats, Steve, on the Boomer. One down, one to go in the mini double. 30 of 30, last box in the series. Could it be save the best for last? I love this hit personally. How about Mike Allstott, the A-Train? 6-time Pro Bowler, one of the best fullbacks I've ever seen. Ran the FB dive, a guy that had over 900 rush yards, Robbie, in a season. Powerful dude. Nice job, Tyler Alton. Mike Allstott. So 10 boxes left, Robbie. We have 5 total headliners. DJ Moore, Brian Thomas Jr., 2 of the best receivers in the league. Dan Marino, one of the all-time great quarterbacks. 2 other awesome receivers, Jordan Addison and Zay Flowers, secondary headliners. 5 and 10 chance, guys, at a mini headliner. Let's get those knocked out next, guys. More minis, more odds at Marino. Let's see Marino tonight, Robbie. That's what I think, right?
Oh, yeah.
Don't want to leave that hanging for the guys tomorrow. Want to see Marino tonight.
Look at that.
Here's that Winter Warrior flex. McCarthy, that or the Ashton Genty being our top 2 hits so far tonight. But we can do better, Robbie. We can do better. Kurt Warner on the chrome and the diamonds, I would say, would certainly be better. This is a breathtaking helmet. And my advice to you guys, Robbie, we got 43 people watching right now. There's a lot of you guys that are generally watching and thinking, I'm going to get in if someone else gets in. If you like something right now, get in that break, get your spots. I promise you the rest will follow. What's the worst case scenario that happens, Robbie? If your break does not happen today,
It carries over.
carries over to tomorrow. Your spot doesn't go anywhere. The breaks happen tomorrow. But I urge you guys to get in right now so that those breaks can fill up tonight instead of tomorrow. That Kurt Warner lid is fire. Got a lot of heat still left in that Speed Flex series. 8 boxes left. Jamar Chase and Calvin Johnson. Triple Crown winner Jamar Chase. The most receiving yards in a single season ever, Calvin Johnson. 2 of the most talented receivers ever in the final 8 boxes on autographed, authenticated Speed Flexes. Those are awesome options in that break. Which, by the way, if the AJ Green is a Bengal lid, which it usually is, you can double up in that double AJ Green flex and a Jamar Chase Speed Flex with 1 spot. If the AJ Green is a Cardinal lid, you can pair that with Trey McBride, which is also a secondary headliner left in that Speed Flex series. All Speed Flexes, guys. Every single box is a Speed Flex. Every single box is fire. Mix it up is the chase here. 3 boxes left. We have the Allen Iverson Funko, top 10 all-time in career points per game, an absolute icon. And we have a Raleigh Fingers secondary headliner left as well in the final 3 boxes, folks. So that's a good break. Practice squad, again, 11 headliners left in 18 boxes. Len Dawson, George Kittle, the Frank Gore, the driver, the London Flex. 3 flexes left in 18 boxes, Robbie. That's pretty good in the practice squad.
Oh, yes, it is.
Lawrence Taylor, Devontae Adams, and Dwight Freeney, not to mention all these secondary headliners left as well in this practice squad break. But looking like right now they're attacking the minis. Already got us 2 spots taken to the next mini, 6 to go. So if you just tuned in thinking what's going to happen tonight, Kamen, I would play the mini break, Robbie. With the 10 boxes left, mentioned the secondary headliners, Addison and Flowers, but photoed headliners, Marino, Brian Thomas Jr., Rave, and the DJ Moore Flash. So these are very, very cool items here, to say the least, in the single back minis. So, yeah, I want to see these minis, Robbie. I don't know about you, but I want to see these minis here tonight. Before we go, definitely want to see some more minis. DJ Moore, I believe, did not play over the weekend, but I think he's going to have a big year with Caleb Williams, year 2, settling in with the Bears quarterback. I think Brian Thomas Jr., he had 3rd most receiving yards last year in the league. Very underrated. They get, obviously, Travis Hunter alongside him now. Trevor Lawrence all of a sudden's got multiple weapons. That could be an explosive offense. And Dan Marino, all due respect to Mark Clayton and Mark Duper, Robbie, he didn't need the best receiver in the league to put up numbers. He made those guys look really, really good, Mr. Dan Marino. So more orders coming in, looks like. And they're in the minis. 5 to go in that mini double now, guys. We are knocking on that door of some more minis. That's the JJ box. You could put the Frank Gore away if you want, Robbie. I think we'll do McCarthy, Genty, and probably Marino. But maybe Jamar Chase, maybe Calvin Johnson, maybe Kurt Warner. We'll find out. George, I asked you a question. Give me guys with 20,000 points or more. Not 15,000, 20,000. If you can find me a guy with 20,000 points with a better field goal percentage than Shaq, then I'll be impressed. Because 20,000 is a great score. Dwight Howard was a decent scorer. He was not a great scorer. So give me one with over 20,000 with a better percentage than Shaq, George. Then I'll be impressed. Now, minis down to 3 to go, Robbie. This is going quick. Joe Lake, Tyler Auten, Bobby Elbricht. The customers are not messing around here with that Marino still left. We could probably take down the personals too, Robbie, because it'll be 8 left, and we have an even number. So that'll get us ever closer in those minis. Brian Ulmer jumping in as well. So minis are on the doorstep, literal doorstep, folks. 3 spots left in that mini break. Here you guys go. Let's see some minis here tonight. It's one of those full circle shows tonight, Robbie. So one of my journalism teachers taught me this, in school. You want to come full circle with the story? Start one way, finish with the reveal. Well, 9 a.m. show today, the minis were absolutely on fire. First show of the day, minis on fire. Last show of the day, 6 p.m. show, minis on fire. There's your full circle moment, guys. Full circle moment here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. We are coming full circle, no doubt about that. Ooh, so a little bit more points than I thought for Howard, but technically, George, you did not meet my requirement, not 20,000 points. And we might be...
We are sold out.
Sold out. Perfect. Mini double number 11 coming up. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers, guys and gals. I know Angie's in there, repping the ladies. This will put us at 8 boxes left after this mini break, which makes sense. Minis are doubles, Robbie. 11th double, 22. 30 minus 22 is 8. Just 8 boxes left with that Marino still lurking out there. The great Dan Marino. Joe Lake wants 29. Thank you, Joe. I do see 29 in the minis. Perfect. And then we got one more box. 29 and what? Turn down for what? What mini? What are we turning down for here in the break room? Show me the minis. So we got Angie Nielsen, Robert Elbrick, Tyler Auten, Joseph Lake, Brian Ulmer, and Angie Nielsen. I'll give you guys 30 seconds here. If I don't have a box number in 30 seconds, I will go to the wheel, and the wheel is going to pick our box number. Joe wants 9. Thank you, Joe. 9 and 29. Appreciate you, Mr. Lake. I know Joe's one of the people hunting that Dan Marino, and with 8 boxes left, Robbie, which is only 4 breaks left after this, if Marino does not come out here, we're definitely running this back. There's no doubt about that. So 5 and 6 clicks. We got Joseph Lake in the NFC North. NFC South is Robert Elbrick. The NFC East is Brian Omer. Tyler Auten has the NFC West. Angie Nielsen, AFC North and South. Brian Omer, AFC East. And Joseph Lake in the AFC West. So
You said 9 to 29?
yep.
All right. Let me get you 1 second. 9 to 20.
George, I'm talking about regular season points. George is not paying attention to what I asked for. Most importantly, George, let's talk about the breaks. You're a Viking fan. Get in that mini break. We got Jordan Addison out there, Robbie. Jordan Addison. I told him he wouldn't find someone with 20,000 regular points with the better field goal percentage than Shaq. He's still hunting, Mr. George. Box 9 coming up. 999 in the single back mini. Double the boxes, double the fun here in the break room, guys. 9 of 30, single back. Ooh, I love this Cardinal mini. This is different, Robbie. This is normally a Niner hit. We have Garrison Hurst on the Cardinal mini. Former Pro Bowl running back. Former comeback player of the year. Only thing keeping this guy from a Hall of Fame career, Robbie, was injuries. Because when this guy was healthy, one of the best backs in the league. Look at, for example, started with Arizona early, 95 over 1,000 yards, hit over 1,500 yards in 98 with the Niners. Couple Pro Bowls. Awesome hit right there, Garrison Hurst for Tyler Auten. Attaboy, Tyler. That's a good and more hit. We had, a 5 in 10 chance at a headliner, Robbie? It's now a 5 in 9 chance at a headliner in those minis.
Yep.
Garrison Hurst in the house for Tyler Auten.
We're getting close and close.
Yes, we are. Could Marino be coming up next here? I know Brian Omer's got the AFC East. He is on the edge of his seat for Dan Marino. It's not Marino, Robbie. What do you like to give to your fiance?
Flowers.
How about Zay Flowers? The beautiful Rave, the number 1 receiver for the Ravens. Angie Nielsen, the Steeler fan, snags the secondary headliner there. Zay Flowers. There we go. Angie, not too shabby. Uh-huh. So let's get that next mini knocked out. And let's keep it rolling, folks. Let's keep it rolling here in the break room. The single back minis. Let's see Marino. Dom's mom's birthday present. That is incorrect, Westy. Dom got his mom a Speed Flex. Speed Flex, say Flowers. Not the mini. He got her the real thing, the big dog, the Speed Flex. LOL says, Angie, I like that Rave, though. Thank you. You're welcome. How could you not like that Rave? That is a breathtaking helmet if I ever saw one, Robbie. That is a very, very clean Rave, to say the least, Miss Angie. Very, very clean Rave. Yeah, but he got him the Speed Flex. Dom likes Speed Flexes, Westy. Only place to get a Speed Flex, the Speed Flex series, where we have 8 boxes left, 2 incredible flexes left. Jamar Chase and Calvin Johnson available in that break. Not to mention 2 secondary headliners, AJ Green and Trey McBride still left in the Speed Flex. But I think, Robbie, given we're a little open, but I obviously know that we are definitely running back that mini break with the Marino. Dan Marino still out there in the final 8 boxes, guys. You can still double up, by the way, DJ Moore with the secondary headliner, Jordan Addison. And we do still have a Brian Thomas Jr. still available, guys, as far as the photoed headliners on that Rave. This is that time with only 8 boxes left. If you're feeling lucky, Robbie, I know it can't be done this break because we had 6 to go already, but you might start thinking about buying out the break. Because if you buy out the break and you get the Marino and another mini on top of that, Robbie, you're sitting pretty good. You're sitting pretty good should you get Marino plus one more. You would be sitting pretty in the single back. Dan Marino, I would say, hands down, a top 10 quarterback of all time. And if he had won one ring, Robbie, just one, people would put him top 5 all time. Because stats-wise, he's a top 5 quarterback. You know who knows a lot about quarterbacks, Robbie? Not talking about me, not talking about you. I'm talking about Joe Montana. Joe Montana, considered by some still as the best quarterback ever. They asked Joe Montana, hey, Joe, who's the best quarterback of all time? He didn't say himself. He didn't say Tom Brady. He didn't say Peyton Manning. He said Dan Marino.
Really?
That is Joe Montana's GOAT. He said the best quarterback I've ever seen is Dan Marino. And it's kind of hard to argue with that dude, Robbie, because he knows his football. So I would say kind of hard to argue with Dan Marino, in my opinion, or with Joe Montana. Because I think if Dan Marino played on the Niners in the 80s and 90s, he would have 4 to 5 rings as well.
Correct.
I think he would have 4 to 5 rings as well. I definitely think that is something that he would have for sure. No doubt about that. So 36 of you guys watching will be seeing that Dan Marino tonight. Only question, Robbie, is who's going to win it? One spot to go in the 12th double. So that'll leave us with 6 boxes left after that double box break. Boy, I always say this break room, you never know what's going to happen here in this break room, Robbie, because usually the speed flex breaks, right? The specialties, the mix it up, the vault, the diamonds, usually the hot series. But tonight it's been about the minis. Any given day, any break can heat up at any moment. I think we are sold out. So 12th mini double is coming up. Mini double number 12. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers, guys. 2 box numbers for the minis.
I don't know how that happened, but they got jumbled up here.
So, Robbie will get that finalized, but if you are in that break, go ahead and drop me a box number, guys. Show me the minis here in the break room. Show me the minis.
And then Joe Lake would be the last one. Okay.
Joe Lake got the close?
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe.
Shopify had it all jumbled up. It had 37 before 36, so I had to rearrange.
You're good, Robbie. No problem. Robbie had to do a little bit of rearranging, but looks like we are...
Because we go by order.
We go by order number, yeah.
Apparently 37 went first before 36. I don't know how that happens.
I'm not sure, Robbie.
But we're good. We got it all good now.
Absolutely. A lot of young, exciting receivers, Westy. The young receivers in the NFL were exciting. Luther Burden from Mizzou, baby. And the Bears, Westy. 2 Iowa State receivers with the Texans. Brian Thomas in that mini break. Marvin Harrison Jr. and, of course, Malik Neighbors. We see quite a bit in the break room as well. Lots of exciting receivers, to say the least. So 2 numbers, guys, for the minis. Who's got them? Robert Albrecht, Angie Nielsen, Brian Ulmer, and Joseph Lake. We have 10, 11, 12, 17, 23, 25, 26, and 28. Are you a Mizzou guy, Joe? I'm a 2013 grad. Love Mizzou, baby. I am all about the Tigers. As we say, M-I-Z. Joe knows the rest. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes left. Angie wants 10. Thank you, Ange. How about one more? 13. One more box.
Thank you there, George. Thank you.
Robbie's the best break room engineer. That's right. Robbie fixes all the issues. No doubt about that. He's the engineer guru, Robbie Lopez.
And then he wants 10. And what other one? Still waiting on another one.
Yeah, 2000 grad. That's right, Joe. Joe's back in the day. Grad from Mizzou. Born and raised in KC. There we go. Are you a Chief guy too, Joe, right? Chief fan? I need one more box, by the way, guys. It is a double box. Need one more box, ladies and gents, for our double box break here in the minis. Double the minis, double the fun here in the break room. Who's got the second box? Second box here. All right, I'm going to go to the wheel. Oh, just kidding. 23 from Robert. Thank you, Robert. We do have 23. Appreciate it, brother. All right, so 10 and 23. Messi and Jordan, two of the best athletes ever. Got to have two fire boxes coming up here. Go Chiefs, says Joe. That's right. I'm surprised you're not in that practice squad break. 23. Now, we have a Len Dawson jersey, Joe. And that's a very rare autograph in the break room. Only had a handful of Len Dawsons in my 4 to 5 years here. That is not a name we see in the break room very often, Joe Lake. Len Dawson. That's extremely rare to see that in the break room. All right, 6 clicks. Brian Omer in the NFC North. Joseph Lake, the NFC South. NFC East is Brian Omer. Brian's got the NFC West, AFC North. Angie Nielsen, AFC South. Robert Albrecht. Looking for box number mojo, Dan Marino. He's got the AFC East, and Robert Albrecht also has the AFC West here. I'll start with 10, and we got 23 next in the single back. Ooh, how about this, Robbie? Some box number mojo, Angie Nielsen, Brian Thomas Jr., the third in the league in receiving yards last season. A very, very nice hit, Angie, on the Brian Thomas Jr. Very cool. I have a Len Dawson football, says Joe. Cool. Maybe get the jersey to match, right? And get the jersey to match.
Nice.
Last year in the NFL, Robbie, leaders in receiving yards. Number 1, Jamar Chase, LSU. Number 2, Justin Jefferson, LSU. Number 3, Brian Thomas Jr., LSU. Pretty good, huh? And I believe Malik Neighbors was like 6th or 7th. I think 7th.
This is a good one.
He was LSU also. Dawson is in the jersey break, George. Or practice squad break, excuse me. Len Dawson jersey in the practice squad break. Very nice, Angie, says Westy. Heck yeah, thanks, says Angie. Cool, it says George. Yes, indeed. Brian Thomas Jr., one of the best young receivers. Very, very cool lid, to say the least, right there. All righty, Miss Angie. And we got one more coming up here in the double mini. One more. 23 out of 30 coming up. Single back. And we got a 2-time Super Bowl champion. Just retired recently, one of the all-time great Eagles. He's been a Pro Bowler, got the strip sack of Tom Brady. Brian Omer, Brandon Graham on the Eagle Mini. So 8 minis left, guys. Dan Marino still left, and that DJ Moore, Jordan Addison double up still left. So I know what's coming up next, Robbie. Another mini break. Another mini break will be next, but first, we're doing that Chase wheel spin for Mix It Up, right? I told these guys 9 o'clock is that Chase wheel spin. It is 8:59, about to be 9. So we'll run that wheel spin. And then we'll probably run the next mini break here. And it could be 5 minutes, it could be 10, it could be 20, it could be 30, Robbie. But with only 8 boxes left, we'll definitely see Marino here very, very shortly in the break room. All right, Chase wheel spin.
Give me 1 second.
Oh, you're good. I think it was what? Should be 24 names, I believe. We had the double and the single, I believe, and Mix It Up.
Yeah.
And I'll make it nice and easy for you guys. Nice and easy. I'll drop our next mini link in the chat for you guys. The 13th double in those minis. I need this wheel spin, says Tanner. All right, Tanner. Good luck, brother. A little bit of bonus money maybe coming up.
All right, there you go.
And I'm going ahead and helping you out just because I'm thinking of it now, Robbie. I just took the personals down for the minis because we have an even number, 8 to go. So we'll get this closed up here in the break room. The minis. Chase wheel spin coming up. Top name after 6 clicks gets a wheel spin and a gift card anywhere from $100 to $1. So 1 to 100 are the options in that Chase wheel spin. Good luck, guys. A little bit of break room credit coming up for somebody. All right, 3. We got 4. We got 5. And we got 6. Wesley Wilkins. The Bango guy, the new guy in the break room, Wesley. Let us know what number you want to start on, sir. Otherwise, we'll start you on 1. Whatever this wheel lands on, that is how much money you're getting in an Ultimate Autographs gift card. I'll give Wesley about a minute or so here. Otherwise, I'll spin this wheel from 1. Maybe it's foreshadowing for Wesley to get in that Speed Flex break. Number 1. Jamar Chase could be next. Could be next. So, starting on 1 here. Whatever this lands on, that's how much money Mr. Wilkins is taking home. Uno.
Who?
Wesley Wilkins?
Oh, Wesley.
I think it's Wesley.
Blake Wilkins?
It might be. I'm guessing it's the shipping info.
Give me 1 second.
I know he ordered a lot earlier tonight.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Blake Wilkins.
Blake Wilkins. So Wesley / Blake Wilkins.
It comes in Wesley Wilkins, Blake Wilkins.
I got you. All right, I have not heard from him, so I'm going to start on 1. Robbie, I spin better on 1 anyway. Good luck, Wesley. Pretty good, Robbie. Little bit of bonus money. $94.
All right.
Give this guy a round of applause. We got that applause meter going. Get the air horn for you, Robbie. Pew, pew, pew. That boy, Wesley. $94 in the break room.
All right, there you go. On its way.
The next mini's only 3 spots to go, guys. That'll leave us with only 6 minis left. We have 11, 12, 17, 25, 26, and 28. 3. Is there only 6 left right now, Robbie?
What?
Can we double check the ticker here for the minis if you have a second? I just want to make sure we have all the right numbers.
Yeah, I got 6 boxes up there.
6 boxes up there?
Yeah.
Okay, so ticker should be right then. Oh, yeah, 13th double. So there's going to be 2 more breaks afterwards.
11, 12, 17, 25, 26, and 28.
Ticker is right. So that'll leave us with 4 minis left after that double goes. So currently 6 minis left, Robbie. 4 headliners left. Dan Marino, actually 3 headliners left, excuse me. Dan Marino, DJ Moore, photoed headliners. Then we have a secondary headliner in Jordan Addison. So 6 boxes left. 3 headliners left, guys. Let's get that mini closed up here. The single back mini helmets. And I don't think, let me double check here. I don't think we have a mini ready, Rob.
We don't.
So we'll get you guys new minis. I think there's probably tomorrow. I think we did put them in our production page here, but the production guys probably left before those got in there. So look for those. If I had to guess, maybe noon or 3. For sure by 6 p.m. tomorrow, we'll have fresh minis for you guys. But currently, there is technically not a mini backup. So if you want minis, you might have to wait a little while after these sell out. So get the ones Even more the urgency, Robbie, to get these minis closed up tonight. So for folks doing math at home, there's 3 breaks left, 6 boxes left, 1 in 3 chance that Dan Marino is in this next mini break. 1 in 3 chance this Marino is in this next mini break, the single back minis. So I would say those odds are pretty good. You'll probably get either Marino or DJ Moore or Jordan Addison. One of those names should come out in the next break. 2 to go in that break now. I'll drop that link in again. 2 spots left. Make it nice and easy for you folks in that mini break. And Chase Wheel Spin is officially closed in that Mix It Up break. Otherwise, mostly open, Robbie. Once we get that mini chase done, I'll do a top-to-bottom rundown. If you guys get those orders moving, we can keep the breaks moving. But otherwise, we'll probably go till at least 9:30. I'll put it that way. At least 9:30. If things are busy after 9:30, more than happy to keep the party going tonight. But minimum 9:30 Central Time at the absolute least here tonight. Like to give you guys every ample opportunity, 3.5 hours to break with Robbie and myself. We've had some good hits tonight, but it's been, honestly, Robbie, a lot of headliner hopping.
Yeah.
Which means those headliner ratios are juicy, right?
Very juicy.
I think 11 and 18 chance in the practice squad, 3 and 6 chance in the minis. We have a 2 and 3 chance in the Mix It Up. We still got 4 and 8 in the Speed Flex series. Got a lot of good ratios. Then, Robbie, real quick, just to help you out, I just noticed it. The Warren Sapp. Yeah. Warren Sapp in the jerseys. Right? That was the jersey break. We did pull that. Otherwise, I think you're good. Oh, actually, Brian Thomas, too. But that'll go anyway tonight. With that Marino, that will go anyway tonight. So I think we are down to 2 now, guys. And I'll put it this way, Robbie. If the Marino does not come out in this break, if I'm you guys, I'm probably jumping in and buying out the whole break. Because that would put it at a 50% chance that Dan Marino is in the next break. And if you win Dan Marino plus a second mini, Robbie, those 2 combined would be worth north of $400. So if Marino does not come out in this double box break, I got to be strongly considering buying out the next entire break all to myself if I'm a customer. That might be the play. The problem with that, Robbie, is we always have this game here where they wait to see what comes out. And if they wait to see if Marino comes out on this next break, by the time they can buy out the whole break, Robbie, someone else might be in already. No, not to mention you get to hear Peter Griffin get excited. It's worth it for that. I get pumped on these lids, man. I like quarterbacks, Westy. I like quarterbacks. Dan Marino, that's one I like a lot. That is one I like quite a bit. So I'll be very excited about that Dan Marino when that comes out tonight. I will be super duper pumped, to say the least, on Dan the Man Marino. So 42 folks watching too, Robbie. So there's a lot of people watching right now. Again, there's no reason why we shouldn't see these breaks here tonight. No reason why. So Michael Howell, the latest guy to get in, putting us at 1 spot to go. Dan Marino or Pat Mahomes for 1 season, Westy? For me, it's Pat Mahomes. Especially his apex. I mean, the off-angle throws, the clutch plays, the cannon arm. For 1 season, Westy, it's always Mahomes for me. For a career, Tom Brady is Tom Brady. We know that. For 1 season, I will never pick anyone over Mahomes personally. Marino would be up there, though. For 1 season, he would be top 5 for sure. right now, Bobby Webb, the chase for Dan Marino is up. We're down to 6 boxes left. About to be 4 boxes left. That double sold out. So we're chasing the Dan Marino mini. That's what's up right now. All aboard that Marino train. So mini double coming up next. This will be the 13th double. So go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers, guys. We have 11, 12, 17, 25, 26, and 28 in the minis. Marino or Elway for one season. I'm going Marino personally, but both of those guys are awesome. I would go Marino over Elway for one season. Yes, Marino for sure. Sean Davis wants 25. Thank you, Sean. Joe also wanted 25. Boy, that's got to be a good one. And then 11 from Angie. So 11 and 25. Thank you, guys. Those are coming up in the minis here. This will be our 13th mini double. Yep, I got you, Sean. I got that 25, brother. Don't worry. I'll go ahead and stretch my legs. Get those 2 minis. 11. Look at that. Right next to each other, Robbie. How convenient. How convenient here for the minis. All right. Single back 11 and 25 coming up. 4 boxes left. That would be 12, 17, 26, and 28. So if Marino does not come out here, Robbie, that next double is going to sell out really quickly. So there's a 1 in 3 chance Marino's in this break. There's a 2 in 3 chance he's not in this break. So if you want to be in the break Marino comes out in, you might think about getting your spot in the 14th one, which I know Robbie will get up here shortly for you folks. But you might want to think about getting that spot in the 14th double if we don't see Dan Marino here. Still got the DJ Moore and Jordan Addison double-up possibility as well in the NFC North, folks. 6 clicks. 6 clicks on the way. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Joseph Lake got that double-up possibility in the NFC North. We got Tom Kozic, NFC South. Michael Howe, NFC East. Wesley Wilkins, NFC West. Joseph Lake, AFC North. Nicholas Beal, AFC South. Miss Angie Nielsen. You got the Marino spot. AFC East and Sean Davis in the AFC West. Box 11 coming up here, Robbie. Box 11. We've been chasing this all night. How about it? Dan the Man Marino on the Dolphins Salute to Service Mini. One of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. The best sack rate, lowest sack percentage ever, Robbie. 48 passing touchdowns back in 1984. A man ahead of his time, the great Dan Marino. Boom shakalaka, says Westy. Go, Angie, go. Nicely done, Miss Angie. Legend in Dan Marino. 9-time Pro Bowler, Robbie. 5-time passing yard leader. An NFL Man of the Year. An NFL MVP. An Offensive Player of the Year. One of the 10 best quarterbacks ever. Angie Nielsen. 1 spot. Just over $50, Robbie, for a Dan Marino mini. That is excellent.
Yes, it is.
Wow,
Nice hit.
congrats, Angie, says Robert. Yes, indeed, Angie Nielsen on Dan Marino. Love that teal ink, too. The salute to service with the USA flag, the Beckett QR code. Oh, I'm so pumped, says Angie. I don't blame you. I would be pumped, too, with that Marino. That is awesome.
Oh, yeah. Salute to service. Love those desert camos, a sandy look to it. And then you got that nice teal ink on there. Awesome, awesome hit. And Angie, Mrs. Easy out there on YouTube.
This is going to be in the video, Robbie, because it's part of the story tonight. This was the chase tonight. Don't get to do minis often. I think Ashton Genty, Dan Marino, 2 most chased items today. They'll be going in our hit video tonight. To quote the Mix It Up series, we got to mix it up sometimes. with different items in that hit video. All right, one down, one to go. Single back. 25 coming up next. 25. Oh, boy. NFC North is hot in this series. Check out this awesome Tremaine Edwards mini.
Ooh.
A Bear defensive star. Joseph Lake did not get Marino, but not going empty-handed right there. Very, very nice mini right there. Tremaine Edmonds. The Bears never short for good linebackers. Two-time Pro Bowler, former Bill, current Bear, Tremaine Edmonds. Nice-looking mini for Joseph Lake. Love that orange ink on Edmonds. I mean, you and I are Bear fans. I mean, Briggs, Urlacher. I know Khalil Mack, a little bit of a pass rusher. Obviously, more recently had a lot of really good linebackers. Bears and linebackers go well together, always. So let me know if you're attached to it, says Robert. I do appreciate that, Robert. I think I'm keeping this one, though. Makes sense. Got to have a Dan Marino on your PC. Makes a lot of sense. If you guys want to run back the minis, 4 boxes left, 2 headliners left. Double up DJ Moore and Jordan Addison in the NFC North. That could be an option. Tremaine Edmonds for Joseph Lake. All right, folks. 9:17, Robbie. I'm going to do a top-to-bottom rundown. We got 37 of you guys watching. There is plenty of reasons to keep the night going, to keep breaking boxes. You guys want to break boxes? We'll keep going all night if you want. But I'll do a rundown. I'll give these guys till 9:30. If we got some orders coming in, Robbie, we'll keep the show going. Otherwise, we'll hop off here at 9:30 Central Time, the absolute earliest. Rundown, into the show discussion. That should get us till about 9:25 at least, and I'll give you guys minimum 5 extra minutes. We get any one of these breaks down to like 4 or 5 spots, Robbie, I will extend the deadline. You knock out some spots, we'll go from 9:30 to 9:40, 9:40 to 9:50. As long as you guys are ordering, we'll continue to break boxes here tonight. We have 4 left in those minis, 2 breaks, 4 boxes. DJ Moore on that flash, one of the best young receivers in the game. He was, I believe, 6th in receiving yards a couple years ago. Definitely top 10. The talented Bear receiver on that flash, DJ Moore. Jordan Addison was top 5 in receiving touchdowns a couple years ago. Another awesome receiver. 2 and 4 chance at a headliner. You can get both for $52 in the NFC North in that mini break. Vault is pretty simple. 4 boxes left. 1 vault key, 1 speed flex, 2 and 4 chance at a speed flex or a vault key. We have one of the best receivers in the game. Top 5, maybe top 10 receiver for sure. Puka Nacua. When this guy is healthy, there's literally maybe a handful and a half of receivers that are better. One of the future receivers in the league. He might not be top 5 yet, but I think he will be top 5 very soon on that incredible Ram helmet. The best standard helmet in the league for me that any team wears, the Ram lid Puka Nacua. I will relay this message to the guys tomorrow, guys. You have my personal promise. If you guys pull the Puka Nacua Speedflex, Robbie, we'll drop a brand new series for the vault immediately. So got to knock out 1 Speedflex and 4 boxes, then a brand new vault series coming up as soon as that Puka Nacua gets pulled. Practice squad, some of the best ratios in the room. 11 headliners left in 18 boxes. That, by the way, includes not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. 5 authentic helmets left, plus 3 speed flexes. Frank Gore speed flex, NFL's 3rd all-time leading rusher. Donald Driver speed flex, one of the best Packers of all time. Drake London, top 5 in receiving yards last year. Salute to service speed flex. Very rare autograph in the room. Hall of Fame quarterback Len Dawson on the jersey. One of the best tight ends of all time. George Kittle on that Rave Mini. The GOAT defensive player Lawrence Taylor on the Funko. Devontae Adams, one of the best receivers ever. One of the best route runners ever on that new team, the Rams. Then Dwight Freeney on that Salute to Service Not to mention 3 secondary headliners in here. Joe Theismann, Rod Woodson, and Dan Fouts in that practice squad. 11 headliners in 18 boxes, guys. Those are some incredible ratios. Speedflex helmet, Robbie, about $700 to Speedflex alone before we tack on the autographs, before we tack on the visors, the inscriptions. The most valuable helmet in the game, and we have 2 of the most valuable receiver autographs ever. Calvin Johnson, extremely rare autograph in the room. One of the best wideouts ever. The single-season receiving yard record holder, Megatron, on that Lion alternate Speedflex with the silver ink. Jamar Chase with that black ink, a Triple Crown winner last season. Beautiful autograph. Those 2 photo headliners left with only 8 boxes left. Not to mention AJ Green and Trey McBride are still out there. That is 4 headliners and 8 boxes in the Speedflex break. Diamonds, 10 boxes left, 3 headliners left. The McLaurin Lunar Authentic, second in receiving touchdowns last season. The best looking lid in the break room for me. A must have in any PC. That chrome Speedflex, the blue, the silver, yellow face mask, yellow visor, the golden. That Kurt Warner, I mean, a lid like that's worth in the ballpark of $1,500, give or take, given it's a chrome. But to me, that's a priceless item for the PC. Love that lid, Kurt Warner. You can also double up with the Jared Verse, Defensive Player of the Year last year, NFC West for the Rams. Mix it up. We got 2 headliners I know of, the Allen Iverson Funko, and we have the Raleigh Fingers bat. So AI, former MVP, one of the best scorers ever, Allen Iverson Funko photo headliner with 3 boxes left in that mix it up. Jersey break, still got some massive names left. Sean Alexander, that clean Seahawk jersey. And we still have the Ty Law, the old school Patriot jersey. My boy Warren Moon on that beautiful blue Oiler jersey. NFL's all-time leading rusher Emmitt Smith. Then we got that Nico Collins on the Texan jersey as well. And then we have a secondary headliner, Clinton Portis, in that jersey break. And then we have mystery box tab. You can buy the jerseys as personals. You can buy NFL reps. 12 boxes left. We have 7 headliners left. Hines Ward, Josh Jacobs, Ricky Williams, Brian Urlacher, plus 3 secondary headliners. Chase Brown, Steve Largent, Thurman Thomas. And then the headliner package, 1 mini, 1 jersey, 1 rep, 1 authentic, 4 guaranteed headliners for just over $1,900 there in the headliner package. So I'll give you guys until 9:30, 7 minutes left. A lot of 8s, got some 6s and 7s. We get these 6s and 7s to 4s. We get these 7s and 8s to 6s. We'll keep the party going. Otherwise, if you guys don't get those break spots, we'll hop off here in 7 minutes at 9:30. If you're thinking about getting in, Robbie, my recommendation is get in ASAP. Because you jump in, others will follow. We'll keep the night going. We could break till 11, till midnight. All it takes is 1 or 2 spots. Everybody else follows. Worst case, you buy 1 or 2 spots. Doesn't happen tonight. It gets us close to a pre-fill. Happens early on tomorrow during the 9 a.m. show. While we wait, let's talk about hits of the show tonight. I think there's really, it's a matter of like perspective, Robbie. Because probably for autograph value, it is the J.J. McCarthy Speedflex. The helmet alone worth about $700. That is the most expensive item, which is, again, why that Speedflex series? This is a and more hit, Robbie. More valuable than the best hits in the minis, which were the most chased items tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to mix it up tonight, though. Just because I haven't seen this name in the break room, my personal hit of the show is the Ashton Genty Raider mini.
Okay.
Because it's about, like, sometimes it's about more than autograph value. I love this mini. Haven't seen it yet. Ashton Genty's my number 1. Then I'll go Marino 2, one of the best quarterbacks ever. Then I'll go McCarthy Flex 3. What do you think? You're probably going JJ 1, aren't you? It's a Speed Flex. Or do you want to mix it up, too?
I'm going to go Dan Marino, Ashton, and then JJ.
Oh, okay. So Robbie and I mixing it up here with our videos. I mean, these 2 minis do tell the story We were
They do.
chasing Genti and Marino. I mean, that was what? How many minis did we do tonight, Robbie? A lot.
We did 16 minis.
16 minis tonight. So that was definitely more than half the breaks tonight. You guys were all aboard those minis tonight. Cannot blame you guys. Cannot blame you one bit. So pretty busy night, especially up until 9:10. Very busy night with orders. You guys get those orders going. We are more than happy to keep the night going. But it has been 15 minutes since the last order. So I'll give you guys 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes to keep the party going. Couple orders get in here, Robbie. I'll extend the deadline. We can push it till 9:40, 9:45. But if no one else gets in, or maybe one person gets in and gets one spot, we'll hop off at 9:30 Central Time. Thoughts on tonight, Robbie? Thoughts on tonight's show?
Oh, it was great. I mean, wow. I was not expecting them to go on a mini chase, but when you have a Dan Marino and a rookie Ashton Genti out there, oh man, it's a mini kind of night today.
Yeah.
So.
That's what's kind of special about this break room, man. Honest to goodness, like, we never know what's going to be the hot break in the room. You never know what's going to be the hot break in the room because we have so many good options. I mean, obviously, the Speed Flex series has the most value. It's got the coolest names. The diamonds, the vault have the best bang for the buck because you can win a Speed Flex in that Speed Flex series. That's not a headliner that's awesome. But sometimes customers are thinking about, like, what's the best name in the break room? Where can I risk less money type thing? So you never really know what's going to be the hot break, any given night here in the room. You're back on
Thursday morning with Mike.
9-12-3.
Correct.
9-12-3, Robbie and Mike. I'll be back tomorrow night, Tuesday, with Ricky. I know tomorrow in the AM it's going to be Rip and Mike. I think we got Rip for the noon show with Dom, and then Steven for the 3 p.m. show with Dom as well. So it should be a pretty fun day tomorrow. I mean, we're on the cusp, Robbie. 3 mix-it-ups left, 4 vaults left, 8 flexes left. We're kind of on the cusp of and 4 minis left. So we're right there on some new series that will definitely be coming up here in the break room very, very shortly. So we do have one order coming in. Brian jumping in to the practice squad double. Thank you, Bri. I appreciate that, my man. That does put the practice squad double at 6 to go, though, Robbie. So if someone else gets in the next couple minutes, I'll extend the deadline. I'll tell you what, if one person gets in the practice squad next couple minutes, I'll extend the deadline. Otherwise, though, we are still 6 to go there, so not quite near breaking, range.
Not even close.
So if you are getting the credit card out, though, please let me know. If you're getting the credit card out to buy a couple spots, be like, Kamen, I'm getting my credit card out. I'm buying a couple spots in the practice squad or something else. Let me know. Now extend the deadline. Otherwise, we'll hop off here in the next couple minutes.
Yeah, so far it's been, a roller coaster ride, kind of, you would say. Started off hot.
I mean, the minis were hot all night.
No, they were.
I'm looking at that Diamond Kurt Warner. I'm looking at that Puka Nakua Vault Flex. I'm looking at Jamar Chase, Calvin Johnson. Looking at the Allen Iverson and the Funko, the Mix It Up. There's a couple items in the room right now that we are sleeping on, Robbie.
They are.
Definitely sleeping on a couple of these items here. But that'll change. That will definitely change. Whether it's tomorrow or the next day. These will get knocked out. New headliners, new series. Things are going to build in this break room.
Oh, yes. Very much so.
I think we saw it last week. It got to be about Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It just got crazy with the nonstop action. All right, Robbie, I think this will do it for us. It is 9:30.
9:30.
We are 6 or more to go across the board. So we will call it a show here tonight. But thank you so much for co-hosting, producing.
Yeah, same goes with you. Same goes with you. Great job hosting and keeping the conversation going. And hopefully tomorrow will be a lot better.
Even busier. We build.
Busy day.
We
day
build
tomorrow.
and improve here.
We need a busy day.
Yes.
And you guys got an easy early access starting at 9 o'clock in the morning.
You can actually order right now. You can order at midnight, at 3.
could?
You can order nonstop.
Yes.
So great job, Robbie, co-hosting, producing as always. Great job to the customers, guys. Thank you so much for watching, buying, and chatting, making moves, making this a fun night. We'll be right back here tomorrow, 9, 12, 3, and 6 p.m. Central Time, every single day on the Ultimate Autographs Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch channels. Buy those break spots on ultimateautographs.com. Have a great night, guys, and we will see you soon.
And it's thundering out
It's
there.
thundering out. We'll see you soon.